Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Your game is coming up next. But here's some information from the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
6 easy ways to become an MVP. And by MVP, we mean most valuable parent. Like all of us, the parents of high school athletes tend to protect their children from adversity, or they overly involve themselves by advocating for their success. But when they do, they're negating the value of participating in high school sports. Among other lessons, high school sports teach teenagers to take nothing for granted, how to overcome obstacles, and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent. But be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Good evening and welcome to Warrior Park, as it is baseball here on Indiana SRN, our inaugural webcast for baseball on Indiana SRN. I'm Sean Kroll along with Keith Myers. Thank you very much for joining us from beautiful Warrior Park here on the campus of Covenant Christian High School. And Keith, a gorgeous day for baseball, a little bit breezy, but it's perfect.
Yeah, it is a great game, a Circle City Classic game, and the Circle City Classic, Circle City Conference has been a very good conference, not only in football but basketball and baseball is wide open. It's led by Guerin Catholic; they're 4-0. Roncalli 2-0. Buff is Chautauqua 2-2. Covenant Christian 1-3. Buff 1-3. Covenant Heritage Christian needs to win a game in the conference to make it a little bit tighter. With a win with Covenant Christian, they're only a half game out of first place. It could be a very interesting night.
Heritage Christian comes in at 7-4 on the season, struggling a little bit in the conference. Covenant Christian is 3-5 under Coach Andy Gossel. Let's talk a little bit first about the visiting team. A lot of firepower lost from Heritage Christian squad last year when they got upset by Cecina in the sectional. They really had to regroup. They do have Jaden Ambrose coming back, and Seth Ambrose is on the squad as well. So they really need some guys to kind of step up and take the place of those big bats that they lost.
Well, you look at that Heritage Christian game. We called that sectional game a game we thought that the umpires literally squeezed the plate a little bit. But, you got to play those games. And you look at Cecina, they went on and win that one. They went and win a crucial regional, win 2 games by 1 run, go down to semi-state, get beat by 4 by the state champion. So you look at that, and you if you're Heritage, you're going, that could have been us.
Yeah.
Now we have to be ready, and you got to be regrouped. They played last night. They played Milwaukee last night, won 13-3, rested some kids, got to play underneath the lights, so that's a good thing. Covenant Christian was off yesterday, so they got to practice. They're off tomorrow, and then they play this game 2 of this series Thursday night, and weather doesn't look too good for Thursday night, so we're hoping that they can get that game in. And if you remember, this was the Indiana SRN game last year, as we called it, the SRN series. Heritage Christian with both games by 10 runs last year. I don't think we'll have that kind of thing tonight.
That is true. In weather, they say in Indiana, if you don't like it, just wait a day.
Well, it is.
On the bump for the Eagles is Jason Lewis. He comes in at 1-0 with an ERA at 1.5. He's got 9.1 innings pitched, 2 starts, a whip of 1.82. That's walks plus hits per innings pitched. He's got 4 strikeouts, a 53% ground ball rate. So we're going to see how Covenant takes advantage of that. On the mound for the Warriors, Darren Pugh, number 33, as Coach Gossel brings them in at 3-5. And Keith, do you know how long it's been since we've been here at Covenant Christian?
Been a year.
No, I mean total.
Oh, no.
Ty Gossel is now playing for his dad. We've seen him run around as a little kid. He's behind the dish for the Warriors tonight. That's how long.
Ty's what, 17, maybe 16?
It's unbelievable. Trey Flatt is now on the basketball team, and Ty Gossel.
Those are the little kids that got us water when we were first together.
It's unbelievable. Wow. It is the Morales game. Morales Group pregame show, making better futures, one store at a time, 317-472-7600. You know a little bit about Coach Gossel's team. You seem to think if they can put the ball in play tonight, they have a pretty good shot. Do they have some sticks in the lineup that do well for them?
Yeah, I think so. What helps them is they're playing at their home. If you look at the dimensions, it's 388 in left field, 400 in center field, and 380 in right field. So you look at the dimensions of this diamond, it's huge. And so base hit get between your legs and it goes to the fence, there are extra bases. Also, the unique thing about Warrior Park that people are going to be used to, and Riley's going to show you a couple of times tonight, is the beautiful scoreboard out there. Just a old-fashioned ballpark. It's a fun ballpark. When Riley and Jerry both came up today, the first time they've been in the ballpark, they go, oh, my goodness, this is a high school diamond. And, yes, it's the best kept secret in the city of Indianapolis, and you and I very well know that. Well,
it doesn't hurt that the AD and the baseball coach is also a part-time minor league groundskeeper, so he knows how to take care of the field. And as you look at the field, if we scan out, it's almost like it's a reverse Fenway Park. You got the high fence in right field.
And who plays at Fenway?
The Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Who have a really bad record right now.
But
anyway, I know. They got the Ivy now field because you know Andy loves the Cubs. And then it's the real deep, short, kind of as it comes up. And in the left field corner, it's really short, but, man, you got to hook it pretty good to get it past that foul pole. But it's really interesting. I love this diamond. This is the best diamond I broadcast in my time coaching in watching high school baseball. It's a fantastically kept diamond with a ton of rain. It's still in great shape as you look at it now.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Andy Gossel was a Cub fan?
I was in jest.
That was tongue in cheek.
In jest.
Yesterday there was 4 inches of water as Dennis Sinley, the first baseball coach, is over here looking at a monitor. Just don't touch anything, Dennis. It'll be fine.
Do I need to push you guys around?
Well, he's so used to reffing high school basketball that he's not sure,
Hey, he did a good job in a regional.
He did very good at Lutheran. We saw him at Lutheran.
Well, we also saw him at Greenfield Central at the regional final.
I was in Greencastle, so.
Well, I know he wore those sunglasses too.
He did.
Hey, 15 years ago yesterday, this ballpark was donated or dedicated. So it's very interesting that that's done that. And that's my $5 bill. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And also, 23 years ago, Sean lost his dad, and we're honoring his dad this inning and this first inning. And Sean, I know this is very difficult for you, but brother, you're going to get through it. And Dad's up there watching and listening, and we're glad that you're on board.
Well, he cultivated my love for baseball. We're longtime Cub fans. His favorite player was Ron Santo, and he is a reason why I know about baseball, why I love baseball, and why I do what I do. I know he's watching down on us, and it's going to be a fun time. Our trivia question has something to do with also something that happened 15 years ago today.
Well, and that will happen in the 5th inning, and we want to welcome the KOA folks that are listening and watching Big Screen TV. How about that?
Nice. Gotta love it.
On the big screen on KOA. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Indiana SRN. It's the Morales Group pregame show.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Back at Warrior Park, it is Circle City Baseball here on Indiana SRN. Thank you for joining us, along with producer Jerry Collins. I'm Sean Kroll, along with Keith Myers. As you see, both coaches, Andy Gossel in the white for Covenant Christian, the old school uniforms, which we love, and Dan Ambrose of Heritage Christian, both longtime coaches, good friends, and good friends of ours as well, as we get set for a Circle City tilt here at Warrior Park. Covenant Christian at 3-5, hosting Heritage Christian at 7-4. And Keith, we look kind of at early season in baseball with the weather. We were talking about it off the air. Standing water on the infield. You look at it now, it looks fantastic. The dugouts were filled with water. Great drainage system here. Does a fantastic job. And what I love most about it, it's not turf.
Yeah, you look at Heritage Christian, they're 7-4. They have 11 games in. There are teams that only have 3 games in. Covenant Christian have 8 games in. We're almost midway through the season as the city tournament comes on with, pardon the pun, but we will be doing the city tournament once again, the semifinals and finals. And if you would like to help us with that, we're trying to get a webcast for the city finals. So if you know anybody who would like to help us sponsor that, let us know, coach at Indiana SRN, and we'll be happy to do that. We're doing the girls softball city tournament as well. We just got signed. We'll be back here in a couple weeks as Roncalli will be Covenant Christian's opponent. And then we were next Tuesday, and then just got off the phone with the athletic director at Roncalli. We're going to do the Circle City Conference Championship game softball and at Roncalli in a couple of weeks. So
congratulations to Dave Lauk.
250.
250th game as softball coach at Roncalli. Congratulations, Mr. Lauk. That's a great job by you. Let's do some lineups here as Heritage Christian, again coached by Dan Ambrose, coming in at 7-4, leading it off and playing shortstop, number 6, Connor Gordon. The center fielder hitting second, number 7, is Thomas Johnson. Hitting third is the DH, Dalton Turner, number 2. Hitting cleanup, and boy, when we get to his stats, let me tell you something else. He's scalding the ball. Number 9, Eric Sauer, and he's behind the dish. On the bump for Heritage Christian, wearing number 13 and hitting 5th, that'd be Jason Lewis. The left fielder hitting 6th and wearing number 18, Ethan Bishop. Hitting 7th and playing first base, number 15, Seth Ambrose. Playing second and hitting 8th, number 4, Asher Thompson. And hitting ninth, playing third base, number 5, Gavin Crawford. There is your Eagle lineup for the homestanding Covenant Christian Warriors, coached by Andy Gassel. Leading off and playing third base, number 1, Brennan Moran. Hitting second and playing shortstop, number 24, Jake Brackett. The pitcher hitting third, Darian Pugh, number 33. The DH hits fourth. He is number 18, Jack Hensley. The first baseman, number 19, hitting fifth, Cam Collins. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 13, Blaine Bradford. Playing left field and hitting seventh, number 2, Trey Replogle. I'll get that. That's a tough one to say sometimes. Hitting eighth and catching, the tools of ignorance, as they like to call them, but I love catching growing up. Number 22, Ty Gossel. And hitting ninth and playing center field, number 12, Nick Wilson, as they're announcing the starting lineup now. And let me tell you, growing up as a kid, my brother and I, Todd, both played catcher. Loved it. Our dad loved it. I had no much more fun than when I was behind the dish, being involved in every pitch. It was the best thing ever.
You know, I umpired for years. I'm coming back to make it. I'm going to be umpiring in a couple of weeks. But Mike Elder from Indy is our home plate umpire, and Rick Albin is the base umpire. Both of them are from the IOA. If you're hearing some wind in the background, it's very windy here. It is blowing out, which means that if I was up to bait, I would just swing and miss, and nothing would go on. But some of these hitters, they catch the ball in this wind. It could go a long way.
If they pull it, it's a short porch there in left field, especially in the corner. They could wrap it around the pole. It would work out well for them as they are announcing the defensive positions here for Covenant Christians. The white uniforms trimmed in the black and dark green, as you see, with the white hats. Again, Andy Gossel likes the old school uniforms, especially, you got to love them, the stirrups on the socks. They're fantastic. Heritage wearing the away black tops with the white pants and black helmets as we're getting set for baseball here.
A couple of people we have to thank really listening already. I want to thank Debbie Myers, who's listening and watching the game, and she's home and out of the wind. She's really looking forward to that. Also, a good friend of ours, Alex Stevens, is listening and watching the game tonight. And again, we want to thank you as this is a Circle City conference. You were the sports and information director, so you know how important this conference is for all these teams. This is the perfect fit for both of these schools, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely it is. It's especially the first full year for Covenant Christian in this conference. They really held their own basketball-wise, which they needed to do, and prove that they can play in this league. It's a great baseball conference for them. This is a great baseball conference, period. A lot of people probably wouldn't expect Guerin Catholic to be in first, but that's a great school and a great baseball program. So it's going to be absolutely a dogfight to the end. Well, thank you for joining us on the Morales Group pregame show. When we get back, we will be ready for baseball right here on Indiana SRN.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indiana SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football. But we at Indiana SRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at indianasrn.org. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Back here at Warrior Park as we finish up the national anthem to honor those who have served and are serving in our country. We thank you very much for joining us here at Warrior Park for Circle City Conference baseball matchup between Covenant Christian and Heritage Christian as we get set for baseball. Darian Pugh takes the bump, as we like to call it, the mound for the Warriors. Ty Gossel behind the plate as Gordon, Johnson, and Turner will be the first three up to the plate for Heritage Christian. And Keith, it is officially 75 degrees in Indianapolis at the moment. Breeze blowing, I would say, straight out to center field probably.
Yeah, about 20 miles an hour.
It's blowing pretty good. It's still going to take a pretty good poke to get it out of here in this deep ballpark. But this first inning dedicated to my dad, Bill Kroll. 23 years ago today, went to be with his father in heaven. Can't wait to see him again someday. If my family's listening, I love you guys. Hope you had a good day today.
Yeah, and Mama Kroll, shout out to you as well. I hope you're watching tonight as well. And, the good people, Indiana, we've been around 13 years. Okay?
Yeah.
And you and I have been around since me and Dirt. But, Riley, the new kid on the block, he's got the camera tonight. He's done a great job. We got to thank our production guys. They got here probably 1:30, 2 o'clock, ate their Big Macs, got everything set up, and, the Wizard is who he is. And, 45 minutes ago, it was looking pretty sketchy, but the Wizard stayed with it, and we're live and 75 degrees. So I really appreciate the men and women behind us and our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor Indiana SRN, we just love to put kids on the radio and on TV. And, Rick McIntyre, Pip Penning, Shin Technologies, Kim Mountain Pest Control, Piper Logistics, all those people, many people spend many times and just donate the dollar to let us do that, because we can't do this for free because it costs money to do that. We also want to thank the ISSA network, as we're on ISSA 1 today.
Fantastic. As we get set for baseball, folks, it is an exciting time. Connor Gordon, the shortstop, right-handed hitting shortstop, stepping to the plate for Heritage Christian as we get set to go. He is hitting .600 on the year.
600.
5 doubles, 4 RBIs. We'll explain these as we go along. .692 on base, .767 slugging. And here we go. First pitch on the inside corner for strike one, and we are off the baseball season here on Indiana SRN. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, the right-hander Darian Pugh on the mound as he comes set and comes down looking for the outside corner. Did not get it. It's interesting to see early, Keith, how the strike zone's going to work so the pitcher knows exactly where he can go to get those strikes.
Yeah, you want to test out the first two batters, and then you want to groove it.
A little off-speed pitch there, breaking ball, hit the dirt, came back. You didn't flinch. Very proud of you.
First one of the day?
Yeah, 2-1 is the count. First inning brought to you by Kim Mountain Pest Control.
We got a microphone behind home plate. Hopefully we can hear the umpire a little bit calling the strikes. It would be a lot of fun.
Hopefully not throwing anybody out of the game.
Nope.
A little bit outside again. Ty Gossel having a little bit of trouble there hanging on to the old ball. 3-1 the count. If you're a hitter right here, Keith, you're looking for, if you don't get your pitch in a specific spot, like where's your hot spot? If you don't see it there, you're letting it go. It wasn't. He took it, and the count runs full. Nice pitch there by Pugh.
I liked how Gossel just framed the ball, held the ball there for the umpire to look at it.
Payoff pitch here. Ground ball to the shortstop. Brackett over to first for the out. 6-3 on the putout. That'll be the first out of the inning.
Brackett is finally a senior, isn't he?
I believe he is. He
Yeah,
is.
he is. He's been playing that position for 8 years, I think. Hasn't he?
For a long time. That'll bring Thomas Johnson to the plate. He is a left fielder. He's hitting .320 on the year. He's got 1 triple, 8 RBIs, 8 runs scored. Lefty, as you can see. Infield shifts a little bit. Goes opposite way on the outside pitch for strike one. We like to call that going oppo. And if you hit one out, it's an oppo taco for those new to baseball terminology. You're still old school?
It's old school,
yeah,
man.
it's an oppo taco.
Okay,
for sure.
gotcha.
Yeah. Good pitch. Nice job there. Try and frame it.
Got a little high.
By Ty Gossel. He tried to bring it down a little bit, evens the count of 1. Beautiful day here. That ivy just looks fabulous out there in center field. A little bit low. 2-1 the count on Johnson. He scored 8 runs so far this season. Boy, he likes to crowd the plate. You'll see that a lot in the high school.
Yeah, he's right on the line there.
They crowd it. They're not afraid to take one on the. Ooh, that's up and a play. Can anybody get to it? Tough play. Oh, the left fielder is at foul ball. Boy, tough play there for Raploga with the wind, and he's lucky that didn't land fair.
Tell you what, that was drifting back in. Nice job by the umpire going all the way down halfway to the third baseline to make sure he's in the position to call that.
Well, that got up high enough. The wind took it.
Can of corn, wasn't it?
Yeah, Raploga thought. Yeah, Raploga thought it was going to drift more towards the foul line, but the wind caught that and brought it in. He is playing mighty shallow out there in left field, as is Burris in right field. They're playing really shallow.
If you're looking at Johnson, this ball may come inside a little bit.
2-2 the count here on Johnson.
Nope, went out.
Way outside, runs it full. Full on the first 2 batters. That's going to make for a high pitch count today, Keith.
Yeah.
You want to try and keep it down. Didn't get the call. Heads to first with a walk. That'll bring up Dalton Turner. 486 on the year, 3 doubles, 4 RBIs, 16 runs scored so far.
This kid can also pull the ball, so watch. He can go opposite field with a swing of the bat. Speed out on first base.
Oh, look at the infield shift now as Bradford goes directly behind second.
Got him.
First.
Nope.
Close. You see this shift a lot. You see this shift a lot in the pros, Keith. I don't see it much in high school, but Gossel is pulling it out here as Bradford is on the shortstop bag side of the second base bag. Strike one on that pitch. Turn of the DH. He's a little banged up, which is why he's not out in the field tonight.
Johnson has speed at first base, so you got to watch him. He's a threat.
Boy, if you're a Turner, you're looking to shoot that ball right through the second base gap. That was a show-me throw right over there. Just keeping him honest. And here's where it's important, kids. You see that giant hole over there, you want to let the ball travel in as far as you can and knock it. There as he goes. Here comes the throw from Gossel. Down to second and in with the stolen base is Johnson. So now there's a runner in scoring position for Turner. And Coach Gossel maintains the shift. Boy, if you can knock one through that second base hole, you get a run on the board early. As I was saying, let the ball travel in deep, inside out swing like Derek Jeter always does. Woo! Over his head.
Coach Ambrose puts a smile on his face. Rick McIntyre flinched. That's how close that ball was.
You sure about that? Sure that wasn't you. There it was, into center field. A little duck snort, and that's going to get a run home as Coach Ambrose is waving him in. Throw goes to second base, gets by him and goes to the pitcher. Single for Dalton Turner off the end of the bat. He's got an RBI. 1-0 Heritage Christian.
Okay, explain duck snort for the people that are at home that are old school like myself.
It's a flare. It's off the end of the bat. It's one you just kind of dump it like right in between the infielder and outfielder. It's just one of those ones where you hope to get the bat on it and it just finds a hole.
Trust me, folks, he'll have them all tonight.
I'm a baseball guy. So Eric Sauer.
Steve McClure watching us on Indiana SRN. Thanks, Steve.
You want to hear some numbers here? Average 519, 3 homers, 22 RBIs for Sauer, and we're just beginning. The runner is going off, and it gets by the third baseman, Moran. Staying at second is Turner. 2 runners on now, nobody out here in the first.
Sowers just went with that pitch, though. He fought it off in the inside corner.
He did. That'll bring up Jason Lewis, the opposing pitcher. So you got to wonder there is 1 out. I don't think he's bunting, Keith.
No.
They're not holding the runner on at first either. Eric Sauer averaging a base per at-bat so far this year.
That's pretty impressive.
That is pretty, and he kept up with it, too, with a single.
Great shots by Riley. Nice job, Riley.
Way outside, gets by Gossel. The runners are going to advance to second and third, and if you don't watch out, boy, on third base, Turner could pull a Javi Baez and try and score.
I tell you what, Sowers can help himself big time with a base knock.
I'm going to call that a wild pitch.
Okay.
We'll see what they score it. Does that make me the official score?
Yes.
All right, 1-0. Chopper to the shortstop, bobbles it. Can he get the out at first?
Got him.
He does. 6-3, but a run does score to make it 2-0. Turner comes in from third. Sauer advances to third on the ground out to Lewis.
What do you got to like about Brackett there? Caught the bounce, short hop bounce, and just picked it right back up on the hop, barehanded. Didn't use his glove.
Yes.
And then set his feet to throw. He knew he had enough time. Nice job. That's why he's an all-county and all-city player.
That's what you do when the ball hits the ground. Pick it up with your bare hand. Ethan Bishop now. Coming in 267, the left fielder. Low for ball 1. Bishop's got a couple of RBIs. Got a chance here on third if he can hit one into the grass without coming and getting it. It's already 2-0. Heritage. Nice pitch on the outside corner there.
And if you're Sowers, you want to stay in foul territory. You don't want that ball to hit you in fair territory or you're out.
That is correct. Pugh needs to get a big out here from the stretch. It's already 1-1. Oh, did he check? I'm going to say no. 2-1.
All the umpires on that side of the time and thinking,
well, that's tough for the umpire at second base.
Oh, yeah, because he's right in the middle.
2-1 the count now. There it is, and there's the base hit. Wow. Going to help himself as this run scores. Wide turn there at first. Another single. 3 singles, and it's 3-0. Heritage Christian here in the first. And that'll bring up Seth Ambrose. Jeepers, he's about as tall as his dad right now.
Seth is only a sophomore.
Mercy. He crowds the plate as well. Holding them on at first. Bishop. Ambrose at 259 on the season. Try to get that outside strike again.
Boy, if he could drive this ball down the line, I think he could run forever.
There's a big gap in right center field, too. Nice job shooting the ball down the right field line by Bishop. Outside again, 2-0. Now you're really sitting dead red in the middle of the plate here if you're Ambrose. Looking for a ball to drive. Pugh needs to make a good pitch. He does. Into left field. Under it is Replogle for the third out of the inning. You have got 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of the first here on Indiana SRN. Back here live at Warrior Park, a 3 spot in the top of the first for Heritage Christian in the Kim Mountain Pest Control first inning here on Indiana SRN. Covenant Christian coming up to bat, Keith.
Yeah, Kevin Christian coming up to bat. Discover what challenges an engaging Christ Center school has to offer in your students by during a Shadow Day and Open House at Covenant Christian. The next Open House and Shadow Day is April 23rd, and the last one of the year is May 2nd. Contact Covenant Christian at 317-390-0202. This message brought to you by Covenant Christian.
Thank you very much, Keith. It is a beautiful day here, April 16th. For the trivia question, I kind of need to build a story here.
Okay.
You said 15 years ago yesterday,
Yes,
this
sir.
field was dedicated. 15 years ago today, my brother and I were at Wrigley Field watching the Cubs play the Reds. And it was a celebration of our fathers. He'd been gone for a few years. And it wasn't going so well as the Cubs went to the bottom of the ninth, down by a run. We'd gotten the rally caps out, so on and so forth, got the whole section involved in it. And my brother turned to me and said, "We're going to win this thing. Dad isn't going to let us lose." And we'll pick it up here maybe in a couple mornings to tell you the rest of the story, which leads to our trivia question.
You're gonna stump me year after year. You do this, you know.
I know.
You have these. I mean, I just throw up softballs and you just give me hard.
But this one's good because it's actually has the Cubs and the Reds, but it's more for Reds fans than it is Cubs fans.
Okay,
Yeah.
good enough.
All right, Brendan Moran, the third baseman, right-handed hitter. Boy, he is really crowding the plate. Set to bat off of Jason Lewis. Again, he comes in at 1-0 with a 1.5 ERA on the season so far for the Eagles. A little high and outside for ball one.
You know, if you're a pitcher at home, if you saw the release point, he didn't bend his back all the way. You got to follow through like you're picking up a pencil to follow through. His back's still up a little bit. You need to follow a little bit through.
Wearing the high stirrups out there on the mound. That one's ripped right at the gut, and it's going to be a base hit to start off for Brendan Moran. Good start for the Warriors here in the bottom of the first. Again, 3-0 Heritage Christian.
You know, they play this, the Circle City Conference plays everybody twice in your conference. You play Tuesday, Wednesday. Because of Heritage Christian cannot play on Wednesday, they'll play Tuesday, Thursday. But, you know, this conference is loaded from top to bottom with Babuff, Chittard, Roncalli, Garin Catholic, and it's just fun to watch these kids play baseball.
It is, as Moran's on first for Jake Brackett. Shortstop, got an open stance there. First time for the stretch from Lewis. Nice move there that time. He's given up 5 runs on the year, Keith, but only 2 of them earned. He does have 8 walks, though, in 9 innings pitched. Ground ball
Nice.
through the gap there on the first pitch, and they've got something cooking here in the bottom of the first as the first 2 runners are on for Covenant Christian. That'll bring up the pitcher, Darian Pugh. He needs to help himself here.
You know, this is the first time I've ever saw Andy Gossel coach first base. Usually he's down at third base. This year he's down at first base. Dennis Schindley is one of his assistants.
And he's still got the helmet on. That's what he does.
Well, Laura won't let him not go without it. I mean, he's got a hard head.
Hey,
we all
you
know
know.
he's got a hard head, but
Wives are like that, right? They got to watch out for us. Pugh, the lefty, wearing 33, can help himself. First, the corners are in, which is interesting.
would you?
On the grass
You
here.
wouldn't sacrifice here, would you? Wouldn't you let him hit?
The third place hitter, I would let him hit.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Coach Gossel does things a little differently. He has a good pitch there on the outside corner.
Boy, he went right down there. Went and got that ball.
Pugh let that one go on the outside corner. Probably looking for a pitch on the inside to pull past Ambrose, playing in shallow at first. Same spot. And now he's down 0-2. And here is where you kind of widen your stance, choke up a little bit, and just put the ball in play. We'll see what he does here. Again, crowds the plate.
How about Sowers? Just, I mean, in the crouch, ask for the same pitch, same location.
Sign of a good catcher. Knows exactly the pitch. He's going a little bit outside more, creeping out there. See if he can get the call. Served out into left field.
Got
That's
the
hit
win.
pretty well. It's going to be over his head. That may score 2 runs as Pugh is on his way to second. They're sending him home as Pugh heads to third. Throw comes in. It's a 2-run triple for Pugh, and just like that, it's 3-2.
How about Pugh?
Boy, at first it just looked like it was a pop fly, but boy, that thing carried. And right like that, Covenant's right back in this baseball game with a chance to tie it. Nobody out, and Hensley at the dish. He put a charge into that
He
the
did.
opposite way, Keith.
Well, the wind got a hold of that, and we talked about that. If you're going to misjudge that ball, it could go to the fence. It could be a long night for you.
Bishop kind of misread it looked like a little bit there out there in left field as Hensley takes first pitch strike. If you're Hensley here, you either want to hit it to the right side or hit it in the outfield to get that run home. Playing back in the middle of the infield, they're going to let that run score if it goes there. Outside corner for strike 2, and a little pinpoint control here the last couple of batters for Lewis.
Now you got to close the door, though.
Yes. It's a nice piece of hitting by Pugh on an 0-2 count. Back to the screen, and that's going to get the run home. It's going to be a wild pitch, and we are tied. Just like that, after 3 batters, we're all knotted at 3.
There's no lights here, folks, so it could be a long night for us.
Single, triple, wild pitch. Back
got
to
him.
the stretch, and he got him with the K. First out of the inning. That'll bring up Cam Collins, the first baseman. Went fishing, couldn't hook it. Sorry, it's another baseball term.
Got it. No problem. I'm okay with that.
If you're a pitcher, you try and lead them outside and see if they'll bite, and he sure did. Collins now. That one's a high pop fly. We'll see who's going to call this.
This second
Boy, that
baseman's-
could be interesting.
Oh.
That drops.
No one
and
covering
nobody
second
at
base.
second base. I'm going to call that a double for Cam Collins. We get the nod from the producer. Is boy, that one was just placed perfectly out there in the outfield, and somebody has got to cover second base on that.
Interesting that the home plate umpire warned him by the graphic he did. He did maybe a little bit of showman. Got to settle down a little
Sorry,
bit.
I was watching the ball there.
No problem.
That's why you're here. All right, Blaine Bradford, the second baseman, up now. Another runner in scoring position with 1 out. Got the crouch going on at the plate. Back to the windup for Lewis. Back to the
Right in the hole.
stretch for Lewis. Can't find the ball. He can't find the ball. And oh my goodness, runner only gets to third.
Yeah, but at that point, the catcher can't find it. Got to get rid of the mask. Got rid of the mask. Still couldn't find it. You know.
Got to get rid of the mask. I'm calling that a pass ball.
Oh
'Cause
wow,
that
that's
was-
a wild pitch.
That was right over the plate. You got to block that.
Okay,
I'm a former catcher, man.
All right.
You got to block that.
good enough.
If it's wide, it's a wild pitch. But
Jerry, can you sit between us, please?
now you got a guy at third.
Oh, there's
And
a hit.
there it is in the outfield. And boy, is that going to get over his head?
Oh,
Oh,
he
what
caught
a
it!
catch by Schultz. Runner tags and scores. Mercy, what a play by Schultz in the outfield for the out on that line drive. Mercy, but it does get the run home. And it is 4-3 Covenant. That'll bring up Trey Raplogle, dadgummit. Trey, that's my dad saying. Trey Raplogle.
He'll be
left
here next
fielder.
week too, folks. Von Collie has a lot of good words.
Allen's inside for ball 1.
Don't forget, next Tuesday we will be at back here next Tuesday night as Ron Collie is in action.
That'll be a good ball game. Back to the windup for Lewis. Ooh, nice. Looked like an off-speed pitch there. Got him swinging. 1-1 the count.
And then the Circle City Championship softball game on a Saturday. I forget the date, but we'll have it on our website coming up for you.
Oh, he stayed in the stretch here. Got the outside corner. Just now noticed that. Not from the windup. Maybe Lewis seems a little bit more comfortable from the stretch.
You know, each team sent 8 batters to the plate in the first inning.
I have.
This is number 7
This
for.
is 7, yeah.
Yep.
And that's a pretty good shot out into center field, but it's going to dive for Johnson, and that will end the inning. However,
How about this?
4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and after 1 inning of play, it's 4-3 Covenant Christian. We'll be back on Indiana SRN.
Thanks to Rick McIntyre and McIntyre Imaging for their support of Christian radio and sports. Their service is capturing moments in time and images that provide a record of the celebrations, blessings, and gifts the Lord has given. McIntyre Imaging Products gives their clients a snapshot of life for family and future generations. You may reach Rick and his staff at McIntyre Imaging at www.mcintyreimaging.com.
Back here at Warrior Park, high-scoring first inning, 4-3. Covenant takes the lead over Heritage. Both teams sent 7 men to the plate in the first inning, Keith.
Yeah, let's take a look at the IHSBCA Class 2 baseball polls for the boys. It's brought to you by our good friends at KOA Campgrounds. They're on and here
Mount
we go.
Comfort Road.
Mount Comfort Road, that's right. Number 1, Hagerstown. They're 8-0. Lafayette Central Catholic, 10-4. Wapahani, 9-3. Alexander, 10-3. South Adams, number 5 at 6-2. Moreau Central, 9-2 at 6. South Ridge, a team that will complete each year. They are the state champion of 2A last year, is number 7. Heritage Christian is 8th. Union County is 9th, and Lewis Cass is 10th. And you talk about teams that don't have many games, and Lewis Cass, a very good ball club, but they've only played 4 games. Each time they try to play a game, it's rained out. Covenant Christian was supposed to play a doubleheader a couple of weeks ago, and there was so much rain on the field that they could float a boat on it. So Lewis Cass is struggling to get some games in. But you know who's not on here is South Spencer, and we've seen South Spencer play. They're 15th, but South Spencer will make some noise by the end of the year.
We got to get down there to get that
have
pizza.
some pizza.
Yeah. 8-9-1 coming to the plate for Heritage Christian this inning. Asher Thompson set to lead off for the Eagles, 269 on the season. A little bit high for ball 1. We want to give a shout out to Michelle York, the athletic director at Heritage Christian, Keith.
You know, Michelle's been a good friend of Indiana SRN for many, many years, and has done a great job building this program. And they have a character. Michelle has always been loyal, and she's been very loyal to Indiana SRN. We're going to miss you. You're going to go to Lipston High School and do what you want to do. And we just want to a shout out to Michelle. Thanking her for all that they do. And Coach Jeff Freeman has a tough decision of hiring a guy to fill her shoes. And for me, I would not want to follow the legend, Michelle York. Michelle, this one's for you. Thank you so much for all you've done for not only the athletic department of Heritage Christian, but what you've done for the Circle City Alliance and Indiana SRN.
Oh, what a play at third by Moran. Can he get him at first? Oh, low throw, tough. Nice job backing up. Tried to dig it out as Collins, but mercy, what a snag there. I'm going to call that a single. That was a tough play for Moran over at third.
Extended himself out.
He did. Made a dive in play. He did smart, though, to at least get to his knees to try and make his throw. But tough over there from play for Cam Collins at first. Couldn't make it.
Takes the dirt out of his pants, and then he's ready to play.
Gavin Crawford, the third baseman now, as Pugh from the stretch again. Runner at first base, steps off the back of the mound.
My fondest memory of Michelle York is the first time that Jerry and I went there to do the basketball game. She goes, I'm leaving you guys alone. You do whatever you want. And she just has that open door. And that's how she is. She's just very hospitable.
Papa, boy, that wind's wrecking havoc. But a great play by Brackett to make the catch. Back to first goes Thompson on the pop out.
How do you make that play?
She's a shortstop. You're a really good baseball player. That's how you make that play. That wind is wrecking havoc with those pop-ups. First pitch swinging. They'll go back to the top of the order. Connor Gordon, who grounded out to short in the first. Yeah, Heritage, Michelle York's been fantastic. Great program. A lot of great coaches. We're going to miss her. Lipscomb University. I have a former student who is playing baseball down there. Caleb Brinchevsky. Don't ask me to spell that one because I would have no idea even though I had him as a student. So, still holding the runner on at first. Got the shift on again. Got the inside corner for strike one.
Want to say hi to Julie Ford, Thad Van Deventer, Steve McClure, Joey Brunt. How about Joey listening in tonight?
Waiting for that big decision, Joey.
Yeah, what are you going to do, Joey? Chris Simmons.
Oh, runner's off. Tried to shoot it to the right side. It's going to be foul. Can Collins make a play? He cannot. I love the banner over there, too, on the first base side of the Circle City Conference, Keith. That's fabulous. Got the shift on again for the leadoff hitter. Bradford playing to the shortstop side of second here.
So what's Joey going to do?
That's a great question. He's going to be a great get for whoever lands him, as the transfer portal is packed in college basketball this year. From the stretch, going again. Gossel with the throw down. A good throw is going to get him.
Got him.
Oh, he calls him safe. Throw beat him. It's hard to say because we couldn't see because Pugh was in the way, but he called him safe. Looked like the throw beat him. It's going to be a stolen base, and I'm surprised Andy's still in the dugout, to be honest with you.
Well, he's got that chain around his waist.
Yeah, that's true. From the stretch, runner in scoring position again for the leadoff man. Serves it into center field. They're playing him, and that's going to be a run-scoring double at the very least. Could
he
be
may
a
go to
triple.
3.
Oh, you got to hit your cutoff, man. Ooh, a good throw, though, in. Gets him in as he'll a run-scoring double for Connor Gordon as he gets an RBI, and we're tied up at 4.
I tell you what, Coach Ambrose wanted him at third base bad. He was waving him around. A little upset with him, but wiped it off, and no problem.
Got to watch your coach as you're heading right into the bag. Take a look at him, not the ball. He's got a better look at it than you do. We're tied at 4 here in the top of the second. Woo! Wide strike zone now for the home plate ump as Dalton's up. He walked and scored in the first. Also had a stolen base. And he's asking, and the ump is like, no, young man. This is my game. You just play.
And Coach Gossel, Ambrose, you heard him. Let's just play baseball.
Wow, that was a wide strike zone. Nice block. There you go, kids.
There's
if you're
goalie.
watching, yes, hit your knees and use your body and block that baseball.
And rub the bruise later.
Yeah, that's for ice it down. 1-1 the count on Johnson. Another runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the top of the second. Tied at 4. Nice curveball.
Nice job to drop that ball.
Boy, Johnson wanted to offer at it, but he held up.
Asked if he checked swing. He did not.
That was a good-looking curveball from. He needs to throw that a little more often.
Mm-hmm. Died right at the plate, didn't it?
It did. It had a lot of late break to it. Nope. High and outside runs the count 2, 3, and 1. Pitch count getting up there for Pugh. From the stretch again. Let's see if Johnson finds something he likes. He doesn't, and he'll walk.
Tell you what, Gossel called that ball from the outside corner. He wanted to get that pitch once again.
2 plate appearances, 2 walks for Johnson. That'll bring up Dalton Turner. He singled and scored in the first.
He is the designated hitter tonight.
He is. It had an RBI single in the first after Johnson stole second.
Boy, they still have the shift on.
They do.
Sean.
Going to third. Tough pitch there.
Tough pitch to get that ball. That ball was outside. If that ball's inside, that's a better pitch for you to deliver.
Well, and a smart play by Coach Ambrose because you got a right-handed hitter in the box.
Yep.
It makes for a tougher throw if you're a catcher when a runner's going to third base. Want to know the count on Turner. He singled again and scored in the first. But one thing that does help you, the runner at first did not go, so you've still got a double play in order.
Yeah, in the position where you have now positioned your second baseman.
And now he's going. He almost. I thought he was going. He faked there. 2-0 the count on Turner. Love all the chatter.
Spun here?
Hmm?
Sacrifice here? Squeeze?
Well, that'd be an interesting call. When you got the ground ball, it's going to
Brackett.
hold the runner. Brackett, he's going to try to come home. He tagged him. Throw home is wide, and that's going to allow the runner to go to third. But a good play there by Collins to tag the runner out, to tag Dalton out at first. That's going to go 5-3 for out number 2.
Yeah, good job by Brackett, though.
But then you're going to get E3 on that play to allow Dalton to go, or Johnson, excuse me, to go to third base.
Brackett's got an arm. Would have loved to see him pitch today. I'm sure they'll pitch him Thursday.
So Connor scores. That makes it 5-4. Covenant, they take the lead back. 2 outs, runner on third. Sauer had the 2-run single in the first. He's their big stick. Good pitch.
Wow, nice pitch.
Very good pitch. Sauer wearing number 9. Like Javi Baez. I had to, sorry.
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh, and there's a rip into right field.
Got
but
him.
Right at Burris. Didn't have to move. That was a rope. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. At the end of 1.5, it is the Shin Technology second inning. It is 5-4. Heritage Christian will be back on Indiana SRN.
At Auto Express, we offer friendly customer service, exceptional work, and fair pricing. Customer loyalty and confidence are important to us. When our customers have questions, we are ready with answers. We're open weekdays 8 to 6 and Saturday 8 to 3. Come visit Auto Express at 9065 East Pendleton Pike, just east of Post Road, or call 317-897-6618. Auto Express, we're here for your auto repair and maintenance needs.
Back at Warrior Park after 1.5, it is 5-4. Heritage over Covenant. Covenant sending up 8, 9, and 1, just as Heritage did last inning. Gossel, Wilson, and Moran coming to the plate for Covenant Christian.
Indiana SRN brings you high school sports all year long. We do football, basketball, baseball, softball, lacrosse, many other sports. And the fall football season is coming, and we need you. We need sponsors to help us put on 120 football games this year in 2019. If you'd like to help us, you can email us at coach@IndianaSRN. Check out our website. Look at our sponsor page. And if you'd like to be involved in that, please contact us, coach@IndianaSRN. Every dollar that you donate goes right back into the program to cover high school football, basketball, and all those things. We want to put kids on Indiana SRN for radio and TV.
Second inning brought to you by Shin Technology. Technology is about humans, not about machines. 317-545-3650. Leading off for the Warriors, Ty Gossel, number 22, wearing the stirrups like Dad. A lefty, his first at-bat of the evening. Lewis staying with the stretch here. Little bit outside for ball 1.
Also, if you want to get a hold of us tonight, you can tweet us, right? Is that right?
That is correct.
At Indiana SRN. We'll get out a shout out to you.
Absolutely. As also, that's how you, as that gets the inside corner of the plate, that's how you can answer our trivia question in the 5th inning or 4th?
5th inning.
5th inning. All right. We've started the story. We'll continue it here. That leads to the trivia question. 1-1 to count on Gossel. He did go around. That'll make it 1 and 2.
I tried not to, but I did.
Yeah, that's one of those. Oh, it looked so good, and then it broke, and I wanted to hold it up, and it didn't. The bat did it on purpose. Got to fight now. A little bit outside. He goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. And he's got a growth spurt coming in him, Keith. And when he does,
he's going to be,
he's going to be rock. Nick Wilson, the center fielder.
Here's the killer. Both Gossel boys are on this team, so
yeah.
Jake's right next to him.
That's scary. Yeah, my 15 and 13-year-olds are on their way here, so they grow up fast, Keith. Wilson in the crouch there. Nice off-speed pitch by Lewis.
Sean, my youngest turns 34 next week. You're welcome.
Okay. Well, I got started a little late, so it's all good.
Thanks, Jerry.
Got the corner, 0-2 on the count there on Wilson. Oh, if you could hear what we hear.
No, the truck has to be silenced.
Yes, there needs to be silence. 0-2 now on Wilson. See, tried to
Ouch.
get him fishing one more time. Wouldn't bite.
That's the third one it hits. The back stuff I haven't flinched.
Well,
at
yeah, I
all.
know, because they've all been on the ground below you. That's why.
Well, yeah, we're up high tonight.
We are, yeah, we
if
are.
we're down there, I'd be flinching. I'd be
Yeah,
underneath the table right now.
Yes, you would. 1-2 now on Wilson. There you were. There it was, folks. There was the flinch. I missed the flinch. Nice job of fighting that pitch off by Wilson. It was a little high, but boy, you got to protect with 2 strikes. You want to try and get on base before you flip the lineup over. Boy, he's really calmed down a lot on the mound since he's gone to the stretch, Keith, as that one's outside to even the count of 2.
Yeah, the stretch is maybe got him with the legs going, the back's bending back a little bit. Follow through is much better. You know, a lot of kids do that anymore.
Yes, they do. And if you're more comfortable that way, you do it, for sure. There's no one right back. Whoa.
That was right there.
That one, well, I had that one all the way.
Uh-huh.
That one hit one of the poles and bounced right back to the catcher. Again, nice job by Wilson to fight off these close pitches. You got to stay alive at the plate. Fight off anything close and give yourself another chance. That one's high, and he runs the count full. Good at bat here by Wilson.
Speaking of Wilson, Wilson's the official game ball of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. We're using the A1010 ISH ball.
What a segue, Keith.
You're welcome.
Payoff pitch here for Lewis. Popped up. Oh, that's right by us. I got it. No, just a little bit. Oh, it didn't go in the yard. Then why aren't they running to get it? That's what you're supposed to do. Great at bat here by the 9-hole, Keith.
Yeah.
You gotta love this if you're Moran, who's already singled and scored. Get somebody on base for me.
Watch the off-speed pitch here.
Let's see what happens. Again, a payoff pitch. Way outside, and there's a walk. Great at bat by Wilson. First walk of the night.
10 pitches there?
Oh, I think he fouled 3 of them off, so that would make it 8 pitches. Moran, leadoff hitter now. Singled and scored in the first. Got a runner on now. Let's see what Coach Gossel puts in motion here. Again from the stretch is Lewis. Not a huge lead over at first. He faked a bunt, throw back to first. He is back. Did he call that a ball or a strike?
That's a ball.
That is a ball. He kind of half squared. I don't know if he was faking the bunt or if he was actually going to bunt. We'll see what he does here again. From Lewis. Snap throw from Sowers there. Now steps off the back of the mound. Low and outside, gets away from Sauer, and down to second goes Wilson. Boy, he had his mid on that one, so I'm going to call that a pass ball too. I don't know, what does official scorer Jerry Collins say? Wild pitch or pass ball? No dice there? I love catchers. We'll give them a wild pitch. Runner at second now. Not on the outside corner. So that's going to make it 3-0. When did that come out?
Just now.
Just now?
Mm-hmm. I would wait.
Okay.
Make sure we confirm that.
Yeah. Breaking news, possibly, here on Indiana SRN. 3-0. Oh, he thought he. Oh, he did call it a strike. He didn't raise the arm, but he called it a strike.
Oh, he called it a balk.
Oh, he did? Okay.
So now we got a man at third base. He didn't
Nope.
set.
Balk. I got to put that on the old scoring line here. Balk. So still 3-0. Served into right field. That'll get a run home.
We're tied at 5.
Couple of RBIs now for Moran on a base hit.
How about Wilson
excuse
battling like he did, and then Moran just took time, 3-1, took the ball out.
Excuse me, couple of singles. That's the first RBI for Moran. But yeah, that great at bat by Wilson is huge. He gets on base, wild pitch, a balk, and then a nice little serve into right field. Gets the run home, and we are tied at 5. That'll bring up Brackett. He singled and scored in the first as well. Did you notice that? Nerves of steel. Right back at me. Didn't even flinch.
I see that.
It's because I was a catcher.
Yeah.
I got my cup on too. That helps.
Well, I better get used to that because I'm going to umpire
Yeah.
TMI.
We'll see what Brackett can do here. Do you think maybe they're going to send Moran at some point? Allen's low and outside.
Hey,
1-1.
Hey, if you're watching tonight and you know someone that's not watching, let them know that we're
Yeah.
on IndianaSRN.org. Click on that Heritage Christian Covenant Christian game and listen to the broadcast, watch the broadcast.
Beautiful day for baseball. There it goes. Throw down, and he is safe, and he goes into center field. That is going to be E2 as
How about this?
Moran goes to third.
How about this? Okay, this is going to be a 10-10 game going into bottom of 7th.
It might be. Is now you got a runner in scoring position at third base with 1 out. Is Ambrose going to play the infield in? We'll see. It doesn't look like it.
A little bit. Maybe
On the
halfway.
corners. Middle infield still back. Low. Count is 2-1. If you like offense,
Yeah, stay with us.
stay with us. That is true. See what we get here on this pitch. Ripped into the left center field gap. That's going to be extra bases, maybe.
That's 2.
That's definitely 2. As the run scores, good throw here is going to make it close, but sliding into second. Brackett's halfway to the cycle, Keith, with an RBI double, and it's 6-5.
Brackett's having a good year.
He is. He's a good ball player.
Pitching coach coming out. That gives us time to let you know that Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game. If you want to call us or talk to us at any time, you can email us at coach@indianasrn.org. Be happy to talk to you anytime. Football season's coming up in August.
Oh, stop. I just want to get through this school year first, Keith. My goodness. Pugh coming up. He had a 2-run triple in the first to help himself out as the wind's picking back up here. It is 6-5 here in the bottom of the second. A lot of crooked numbers up on that scoreboard, Keith.
Yep.
He's not the best color man in the business for anything, folks.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You want to explain? We know why the 42 is up on the fence there in right field, Keith, for Jackie Robinson. Do you want to explain when we have a moment what the 9 is for?
I will be more than happy to tell you that in just a couple minutes.
Yesterday was Jackie Robinson Day around the major leagues, celebrating the life and legacy of Jackie Robinson. And it's Pew's up, a little low side for ball 1. Got a runner in scoring position. Big gap out in right center field. If he can pull one. Now he serves it on to left center. That's going to be a tough play. He smoked another one. That's going to go all the way to the fence. It's going to be another RBI and maybe another triple as he is flying around the bases. How about that? 2 for 2 with 2 triples for Darian Pugh and 3 RBIs. 3s are wild there.
And we still have 1 out.
He has gone to left center field gap twice on outside pitches, and that's just good hitting right there. Mercy. Hensley to the plate now. He is 0 for 1, struck out in the first. Still just the corners in. Nice off-speed pitch for strike one to Hensley. Got to stop the bleeding here if you are Lewis. Out of play. Behind us to the right. No fenced-in yard, so we can retrieve that baseball. 0-2. The count quickly on Hensley. See if he can fight one off here and get a run home. Got a ground ball to the middle of the infield. That'll do it. Ground out to first, exactly what they needed. He grounds out, but he gets an RBI. As Pugh scores, and that'll make it 7-5 Warriors. That's all you want to do right there is just put the ball in play to the middle of the infield, get that ribby. Collins up now. He doubled in the first, drove in Pugh. Nice off-speed pitch again from Lewis.
We talk about the number 9 out on the home run fence there in the outfield.
Fouled off at the plate.
Dedicated parent who was involved with the athletic program for many, many years, giving a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, passed away. Felt like they needed to put his number up there.
Andy is, as you can say, a little old school. That's why I like how he also retired Jackie Robinson. Whoa, up over his head.
Hey.
We got a flinch from Jerry there. Didn't even come back to the fence. Sorry, didn't mean to throw him under the bus.
That's okay.
You pointed it out just because
he took his nachos away from me.
That almost hit him, but he thought about trying to take one off the elbow. Jerry got his peanut M&M, so he's good. You got your popcorn.
Yeah, but Jerry got some nachos today too.
Did he?
Oh yeah, we take care of the guys in the production guys.
2-2 the count here on Collins. High and inside for ball 3.
You know, Riley probably got his 4 or 5 Cokes, his nachos, his hot dogs.
Yeah, and he's a stick too. That's what's sad. I look at a Big Mac and I gain 3 pounds. Payoff pitch here for Lewis. Needs an out. That's ripped into center field. That's going a long way back. That's going to be off the wall. He smoked that as he's going to try for third if they hit the cutoff. Oh, boy, if they hit the cutoff, man. Boy. They had a shot at him, but what a 2 doubles for Collins.
Tell you what, this Governing Ball Club can hit the ball.
Collins and Pugh are flat out just raking tonight. As there's another runner in scoring position. I'm sorry, that's a triple.
That's right, folks. We're just in the bottom half of the second inning.
We are. It's 8-5. Bradford's up. He flew out to right field in the first, but got a sac fly. Good off-speed pitch for strike one. Lots of scratches on the scorebook so far, but we like those. Ripped right to the shortstop. Gordon up with it, over to first for the out, 6-3, and that will end the inning. However, 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. At the end of 2, it is 8-5. Covenant come back for inning 3 on Indiana SRN.
If you find yourself confronted by unwanted pests in your home or office, then you need to contact the professionals at Kim Mountain Pest Control. We offer quality pest control solutions at an affordable price. We specialize in ants and termites. We're also available to handle a variety of other pests, including roaches, fleas, and flying insects, as well as rats and mice. Don't wait until pests cause severe damage to your home or property. Contact the team of experts at Kim Mountain Pest Control today.
Back here at Warrior Park, it is the third inning, which is the Pip Printing third inning. We're the perfect partner for all your needs. 317-842-6338. 8-5, Covenant Christian here after just 2 innings, as you have 5, 6, and 7 coming to the plate for Heritage Christian. And Keith, going back to the story that's going to lead us to the trivia question. So, again, it is April 16th, 2005. Cubs are playing the Reds. Down 1 going into the 9th. My brother says Dad's not going to let them lose today. So we literally get everybody in our section. We're in the 500 section, which is kind of up to the first base side in the upper deck. And we all get our rally caps on. We're shaking them. And Sammy Sosa comes up. And my brother looks at me and he goes, Sosa and Alou are going back to back. And it was a great at-bat by Sammy Sosa. Ran the count full. I'm almost positive. You can check this out on YouTube. It's absolute truth. And Sosa hits one into the right field seats. And we're just going bonkers because now it's tied. And we'll pick it up there in a minute. As Jason Lewis, the opposing pitcher who grounded out to short in the first, is up to the plate. Good pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
Real quick, we'll look at the coaches here. The head coach of Heritage Christian, Dan Ambrose, his assistants, John Baker, Rob Baker, Nick Hibron, Drew Hidwin, and Ken Kinsworth.
Good off-speed pitch there. Had a nice break to it. If he starts that up a little bit more up and over the plate, he's going to get a lot of swings and misses on that pitch. Boy, just served it down the first base line.
Oh, nice play.
Great play by Collins. Couldn't get it over there, but, man, that's just a fighting off of that outside pitch, and great job by both Lewis and Collins. Man. Lewis to knock it over there, but Collins made a great play.
Collins did make a great play.
Almost got him. So now you've got 1 on for Bishop, who singled and drove in a run in the first.
Coaching staff at Heritage Christian, Covenant Christian, Andy Gossel, Chris Stevenson, Dennis Shindley is their head coaches.
From the stretch, Pugh. Pickoff throw to first from Gossel. Safe. Ball 1-2, Bishop.
Nice release by Gossel. He needs to bring that down just a tad, pretty close down there.
Again, 8-5, 8 runs, 8 hits for Covenant, 5 runs, 6 hits for Heritage. High for ball 2. Boys, this grass looks like fairway at the Masters out here.
Yes, sir.
That was fun to watch this weekend. Inside, runs the count to 3-0. Boy, you don't want to put the first 2 batters on. The way this game is gone.
Bill Clem checking in tonight, saying we sound and look good. He says, thank goodness the camera is not on us.
I was going to say, if he thought it looked good, it's because the camera's not on us. 4-pitch walk for Bishop. And now you got 2 runners on with nobody out for Seth Ambrose. You bunting here?
Yes, sir.
Ambrose flying out to left field in the first. See what he does here.
Yeah, I would bunt here.
Let's see what he does. Not holding the runner at first, so Coach Gossel is expecting the bunt. He wants to get Collins to charge. Now, if you're Ambrose, you want to bunt this ball right at third. So the third baseman has to make a play. There it is. Way high and outside, back to the screen, and the runners advance. That'll be a wild pitch. And get the Wi-Fi charging again.
That's
Murphy's Law, right?
That's why he's in the business, I'm telling you right now.
So now Ambrose does not have to bunt, but it looks like Moran's going to play on the grass here. It is 1-0 on Ambrose. Base knock can score 2 and make this a lot closer, as that's high and tight or high and outside for ball 2. 2-0.
Got our graphics going tonight.
Down low, nice block there by Gossel. Runs the count to 3-0. Now you're definitely just sitting. You got one spot. You get your sweet spot at the plate. Pitch isn't close. You're laying it off. Big lefty. That was not it. And wild pitch, and a runner's going to come home. That's going to be a pass ball probably, as Lewis scores. Bishop to third. Second walk of the inning for Pugh. And there's two on base now for Thompson. He singled and scored in the second, and Andy Gossel's coming out to the mound. Oh, and the music is good. little Toto Africa. So not only is he talking to his pitcher, he's doing a little strategy here. He may actually be changing pitchers, as it looks like Brackett's coming in, as is Pugh, to change gloves. Let's see what we get here. It looks like Collins is coming in to pitch now. So Brackett's going to first. Collins is going to pitch. And Brackett goes to first, so I imagine Pugh is going to go to shortstop. If this works out the way we expect.
Maybe a lot of pitches. You know, he threw a lot in the 2 innings, 2 and 1/3 innings.
We'll take a break here as he warms up. We'll be back on Indiana SRN.
Today's games brought to you by Shin Technology Service Corporation. Technology is about humans and not about machines. Dave and his crew has provided 27 years of software needs. Give them a call. Shin Technology Service Corporation. You may reach him by phone at 317-545-3650 or shintechnology.com. For more information, contact Dave, 317-545-3650. Hey, Sean.
Yes, sir.
So the Sports Zone is coming back.
Is it?
It is coming back.
All right.
Remember the Sports Zone?
I do.
You know, we have a new host this year.
Who is that?
Sean Kroll, Steve McClure, and Brent Young are your hosts for the Sports Zone. And our first Sports Zone is at Aspen Creek Grill coming up in May 2nd, I do believe.
May 2nd, it is for sure. We're excited. A weekly show all the way up until football season.
Yep, on the radio, Indiana SRN Radio. Check it out, and it will be on demand 24/7. As that'll be our second year for Sports Zone, or is it this our third? This is our third year.
I think it is our third year. It is.
We're not going out to track this year because they didn't want us. So, but it should be a lot of fun.
How dare they?
Who's your first guest? You got your guests lined up for next?
We're keeping it under wraps. Okay. We want to surprise some people.
All right.
All right, your changes. Cam Collins from first base to the mound. Brackett from short to first. And Pugh from the mound to shortstop. So now Asher Thompson to the dish. He singled and scored in the second. 2 guys on, nobody out. Throw to first. Nice pick by Brackett over there, as it's an 8-2-6 ball game.
You know, this year that's a walk-in college baseball now.
Oh, it is, huh? Collins from the stretch. Did not get the high strike there, although I don't think that's high, but whatever. Back in the day,
are you going to go there?
It was armpits.
Are you going there?
Armpits to the knees.
You are going there.
I know. He's got an interesting stretch. He straightens out that leg. That's served into center field. We'll see if we get a play at the plate here. Throw coming in from Wilson is cut, but it is a sac fly for Thompson. Sacrifice fly to center field. Gets the RBI. Bishop scores. No advancement to second from Ambrose, so there's 1 out now. And a runner at first for Gavin Crawford. He popped out. Good play by Brackett playing shortstop at the time to get it down the left field line in the second. I want a ground ball here. Try and turn it over and get a double play. Nice throw over to first for Brackett.
let me finish my thought with the Sports Zone at Aspen Creek Grill up in Noblesville. You need to check it out on the Thursday night, May 2nd. They're also going to have specials, steak specials that night.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're going to welcome Indiana SRN.
Watch out.
Just got talking with Chuck.
Standing up steal for Ambrose.
Chuck McCauley, the general manager of Aspen Creek Grill, it says every Thursday night we're there, steak special. So come in and see our guys live at the broadcast.
I did not need to hear that.
Well, I'm telling you what, I'm sure he'll get us some Papa shrimp.
Runner in scoring position now. As that ball gets by Gossel, and to third goes Ambrose. Runner, those walks will kill you every time.
So check out Aspen Creek Grill and this Sports Zone. I know you're also going out to the KOA campgrounds.
We are. Almost another wild pitch there.
A lot of fun with that show.
Yes.
I'm glad we have a new host. The old guy was bad.
Nah. He was good.
He's retired.
There was a good pitch for a strike. You know, with the sun shining down on the scoreboard, if you miss what the count is, you can't see because they all look lit up, don't they?
Yeah.
Right back to the mound. Collins
nice.
has it. Oh, he should have looked to home. He thought there were 2 outs. Got to know the out count, kids.
Wow.
1-3 for the second out, but an RBI for Crawford as Ambrose scores, and it is tied at 8, folks. Got to know the out count because he should have came directly home for the out. That'll bring it back to Gordon. His third at bat in 3 innings. You got to like that if you're a leadoff hitter.
They're going to play him straight up this time.
Nobody on base. Nice breaking ball there for a strike. Goodness, you know Coach Gossel's going to be in Collins' ear about knowing the number of outs.
Senior mistake.
Yeah, you wouldn't think a senior would make that mistake, but outside for ball 1.
You know, this is a young ball club that Andy Goswell has.
Very young, yes.
2 seniors on this ball club. On the other ledger, you only have one senior, 2 seniors for Heritage Christian. I tell you what, though, Heritage Christian, their team was loaded last year.
Oh, man, very so good.
What a great team, fun team to watch. City champions.
Beat Cathedral and the city champion. That was a huge win for them.
Game you heard on Indiana SRN. We'll be back at the city championships again this year.
3-1 the count
on a
here.
Friday night, I do believe. They moved it to a Friday night.
Are we audio only?
We are audio only at this time. We're looking for a sponsor to do the video.
Chopper to third. That's going to be a tough play
That's
for
Brackett.
Moran. Brackett tried to pick it, couldn't get it. And to second goes Gordon. So that's going to be, boy, that's going to, what do you call him?
Error.
That one? All right, we're going to go E5. Gordon to second. That'll bring up Thomas Johnson. He's walked twice, scored once.
If you'd like to help us in that championship game, you can contact us at Coach at Indiana SRN. We'll get you in contact with the great wizard. He'll tell you how you can help us with that.
And it is a good time doing the video for these. High and outside for ball 1 from Collins. Boy, this is quite the high-scoring affair. Did not expect this.
No, I was thinking a 3-2 game.
But as the saying goes, as the count runs 2-0, that's why they play the games, Keith.
Yes, sir.
I love the chatter from the crowd.
No, right.
I love how they call them by their numbers. It's not 19, it's 19.
Yeah.
Come on, 19. Swinging strike there. Yeah, if you got 2 digits.
Yeah, we should wear numbers on our SRN jerseys.
Well, I know what number I'd be.
0.
3. That's my number.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.
Well, you know, 3-1. Fun fact brought to me today by Thad Van Dievener.
What's that?
today in I'll look it up again. I think it was 29, if I'm not mistaken. The Yankees introduced numbers on the back of jerseys. Ground ball to second, boy off the edge of the grass, but Bradford got it. 5-3 for the out. But 3 more runs scored on 1 hit, 2 walks. So at the end of 2.5 innings of play, we are tied at 8, folks, here on Indiana SRN.
Today's games brought to you by Shin Technology Service Corporation. Technology is about humans and not about machines. Dave and his crew has provided 27 years of software needs. Give them a call. Shin Technology Service Corporation. You may reach him by phone at 317-545-3650 or shintechnology.com. For more information, contact Dave, 317-545-3650.
We are back here at Indiana SRN. We've got ourselves a new pitcher for Heritage Christian. As I'm going to get the where'd my sheet go?
Right here.
There it is. Zane Barnett on the mound now for the Eagles.
How about a freshman coming out on the rubber for you?
That is impressive. And did Lewis go anywhere? We're looking. Is he in the outfield now?
I don't see him out there, Sean.
Well, the umpire said for 7. The left fielder, Thomas Johnson. Now, that does look like. Is that him out there in left field? Can we get a shot of that?
Riley spinning it around for you. Yes, sir, it is.
All right, there you go. So Lewis goes into left field for Thomas Johnson. And on the mound now again, Zane Barnett for the Eagles in a tie ball game here in the bottom of the third. Again, the Pitt Printing third inning.
Pitt Printing, we're the perfect partner for all your needs. 317-842-6338. Pitt Printing. Want to thank them. They make posters and all kinds of stationery, the Indiana SRN stationery, and the banners that you see at the games, brought to you by our good friends at Pitt Printing. They are on board for the next season, 2019 year. If you'd like to be a sponsor for Indiana SRN, you can do that. Contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.
Well, it looked like Schultz is in center field now. We'll have to see who's in right field for the change. But Replogle at the plate now. He flew out to center field in the first. Outside for ball 1. Notice I got his name right the first time.
Little difference of speed here.
Just a touch, yeah. Well, you know, freshmen, their bodies aren't developed fully yet. Almost got the corner, but 2-0 to Replogle.
You know, you see more young players playing high school baseball, playing junior high the next year as freshmen, coming up the squads.
Oh, it's unbelievable. 3-0 the count on Replogle. Well, you look last night, if I can bring up the NHL playoffs, you had a kid who just last weekend lost in the Frozen Four in college, then last night scores a playoff goal in the NHL playoffs. I mean, it's crazy how quickly they can adjust and be up there. As Replogle walks, and that'll bring up. It looks like we got us a little pinch hitter here for Ty Gossel. Alex Coleman. Coleman to hit for Gossel. See what we got here. From the stretch now is Barnett. Replogle at first. You going to send him or? Ooh, that looks like a good pitch. Ball 1.
Talking about the playoffs, been watching those, and very interesting. Can the Blues make it?
I love the. Oh, don't talk about the Blues to me. I love the NHL playoffs. Of course, my team not in the playoffs this year, but that's okay.
Yeah, you got knocked out.
We'll be back. Way behind him. Replogle couldn't pull the trigger to go.
How about the Golden Knights?
How about Tampa Bay? Best regular season record in like 30 years, and they're
they're
down 3-0.
3-0, yeah, they're done.
I love the playoffs. I just do. Well, how about last night? The Warriors being up 31 and losing to the Clippers at home. That's the kind of stuff you'll hear on the Sports Zone as it's fouled back by Coleman.
Well, I know you're going to talk auto racing in the month of May.
Oh, yeah, that's right down
Kevin Lee's got to be right down there, probably on your list.
McClure's alley right there.
There you go.
For sure. 2-1 the count now on Coleman.
Ryan Marine.
Yeah.
One of the voices of the 500.
Well, that was a good pitch. Snap throw to first as the count even at 2.
Ryan on the Racing Network team.
Boy, he's moving up, isn't he?
Yeah, he sent me a picture the other day. He goes, "I'm in London. Don't ask me why, but there's auto racing here."
Okay. Very nice. All right, count even at 2 to Coleman. Pinch hitting for Gossel on the right side of the plate. Breaking ball ripped in the left field for a single. Replogle rounds second. So now you got 2 runners on and nobody out.
How about that? In your eyes, breaking, and you just swing and you just bought that pitch off.
Some people like to call that a cement mixer.
Whatever that was, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Wilson now, number 9 hitter. He ran the count full. He had a great at bat in the second inning, drew a walk and scored a run. So now he's up. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. And it is a turnstile on the base paths today. Not holding the runner on at first. It's popped up into left field. Lewis can't see it, but adjusts and makes the catch. Nice job there by Lewis.
That's pretty impressive.
He lost it there for a second, but made the adjustment. Now there's 1 out. Runner still at first and second for Brendan Moran, who has singled twice, scored twice, and driven in 1 run. Again, your leadoff hitter, 3 innings, 3 at bats. You got to love that if you're a leadoff guy, as that sun is going to play havoc to right field right about now. I had a little bit of a play on there at second base. You could hear Coach Gossel tell him to get back. Replogle getting a big lead. He wants to score on a base hit as the family showed up. Nice pitch on the inside corner there for Moran. 0-1 to count. Don't the boys look happy to be here? They just love watching baseball, don't they?
I'm sure they do.
Here we go, 8-8, bottom of the 3rd. Boy, that's a huge lead for Replogle at second. He's daring him to throw over there.
He is as far as the shortstop is, and the
yeah.
shortstop is not even holding him on. Now he is.
Pitch is low. Oh boy, he literally was halfway between second and third on that ball in the dirt. And it evens the count at 1.
How about Sowers catching that ball on the flat side?
That's impressive. 1-1 the count. Let's see what happens here. Off-speed pitch. 2-1. Good hitters count now for Moran. He's got lots of room in both the gaps in the alleyways out there. A little low, 3-1. Oh, and now you're definitely sitting dead red. And looking to drive one, get a couple of RBIs here, break this tie. 8-9-1 for Covenant, 8-8-0 for Heritage here in the bottom of the 3rd. Got it, served it up, out of play, and that's going to be, almost got the barn. It is the Pitt Printing 3rd quarter.
3rd quarter?
Sorry, it says 3rd quarter, 3rd inning.
3rd inning.
My bad. You know, if my color guy would actually label it right, that would help, but that's okay.
I'm on vacation.
That's ripped to the shortstop, off his glove, and I think everybody's going to be safe. That was a rocket. We'll turn to the official score and see what he says. Error or single? that could be a meme right there. I'm telling you. I'm gonna give him a single on that
Wait a
one.
minute. There's a coin toss. It's in the middle. It's stuck.
Bases loaded, 1 out for Brackett. Brackett has a single, a double, and an RBI. 2 runs scored.
I think Jerry's in the zone.
No place to put him as the corners are in. Good curveball. Didn't quite make it on the inside part of the plate. And Brackett's looking to break this thing wide open here.
Base hit scores 2.
Yes. Outfield's playing
Deep.
very deep. Well, they have had a couple hit over their heads, which is understandable. Throw to third. Back is Replogle. As they gave him a hit, 10 hits for Covenant Christian, or for Covenant. I've got 10 as well. That's good. Oh,
Hold him.
yes, he did. 1-1 the count, and Brackett's wants to hit himself in the head with that bat. Like, what did you do? It's all right. You still got pitches here. This counts even at 1. From the stretch is Barnett. That's ripped. It's going to be caught. Jumped up. Runners are going to advance. They got a shot at third, but he's going to be safe. The ball gets by. Both runners advance on the sac fly from Brackett. Gets the RBI.
That ball was coming to the cameraman.
As Replogle scores and Coleman gets to third. Brennan goes to second. So now base knock still gets you 2. And guess who's up? Darian Pugh. Hey, that rhymed. He is 2 for 2 with 2 triples and 3 RBIs on the day. Let's see if he can get him a couple of more ribs here with a knock. He's like that outside pitch as he's gone to the left center field gap twice. That is outside, 1-0 the count.
Yeah, he's been stroking the ball pretty well.
He is, and you can see how deep they're playing him out in the outfield now. Oh, they're going to walk him intentionally.
That's the odds there for you.
Yes. And that'll bring up Hensley, the DH, who's 0 for 2. He struck out, grounded out to short, and this is a big spot for the DH. So question here, you're Hensley, you're 0 for 2. Are you trying to get a pitch early you can handle?
Yeah, early.
Okay. This is a big spot in the ball game, folks. It is 9-8 here in the bottom of the third. Bases loaded, but 2 outs. Zane Barnett in for Jason Lewis. In this high-scoring affair here at Warrior Park. Open stance for Hensley. And it hit him. Hit by pitch. And that's going to get a run home. And everybody advances 1 base. And Coach Gassel coming to talk to the home plate umpire. Not sure what that's about, but RBI for Hensley for the Brews.
In his on his wristband is 2 Timothy 2:5. It says anyone who competes as an athlete has to do it by obeying all the rules. I think that's kind of cool.
I can, yeah. They didn't see you wave to him though, but there we go. Oh yeah, that's Brandon for you. Family Rebecca, Brandon and Alex here. Brandon likes to, the older one likes to beat up. Brandon likes to beat up Alex. They grew up quick, and they grew up with attitude. But I love him more every day. We'll see what's going on here. There's a little explanation of why Gossel was talking to the umpires. He's now explaining it to Coach Ambrose. Bases loaded here for Cam Collins. He's got a double and a triple. And he has got... Let's see. He has got 1 RBI. Let's see what's going on here. 10-8 your score. 10-10-1 for Covenant. 8-8-0 for Heritage. We're going to see what's going on here. We need an explanation, I guess, as to, not sure what's happening, what the holdup here is, but we'll see. As he's heading back to the mound, or he's heading back to the plate. Maybe we'll get some baseball here in a second. All right, 2 outs, bases loaded. 2-run lead for Covenant. Again, Cam Collins at the dish.
We'll try to get your clarification in between innings.
Yes, 2 for 2. Still the bottom of the third. Inside for ball 1. He almost got hit by that pitch.
Pitch runner there at first base.
All right. Beautiful day here. Off
Never.
the fist, right to the pitcher for the third out. However, 2 runs, though, on 2 hits. 3 men left on base. And at the end of 3, it's 10-8 Covenant. You're listening to Indiana SRN.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indiana SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at Indiana SRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at indianasrn.org. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Back at Warrior Park, top of the 4th inning, 10-8 Covenant Christian. It's trivia time. So it is the Aspen Creek Grill 4th inning. So it's the Aspen Creek Grill trivia question.
Make from scratch comfort fresh food. 317-559-3300. Ask for Michael or Chuck. Ask for the popcorn shrimp and
So here we go. It's Sosa's homered.
Okay.
It's tied at 9. Alou comes to the plate. Now remember, my brother has said Sosa and Alou are going back to back.
Okay.
Second pitch, Alou hits one out onto Waveland. Cubs win, 10-9. Place was going bonkers. It was fantastic. My mom called. They did it. They lost. They won. Your dad was there. Who was the relief pitcher, the closer for the Reds that gave up the back-to-back homers to Sosa and Alou?
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
If you know the answer, tweet at Indiana SRN and with the hashtag Aspen Creek Trivia.
I got this.
Well, we'll give you the answer at the bottom of the 5th.
Really?
Well, you can't win
Why not?
because
I got the coupon right with me.
No, I'm sorry. Remember, at Indiana SRN, Aspen Creek Trivia, the hashtag, who was the relief pitcher that gave up the 2 home runs 15 years ago today to Sosa and Alou in the 9th to lose to the Cubs 10-9?
Sean, I just don't think you really want to give that Aspen Creek Grill question away. That's just a little bit hard to figure out who's.
There's this thing called the internet.
Google.
I don't know if you know about
That's
it.
cheating. That's
No,
cheating.
no, Jerry, no.
We can't see if people are watching.
When did our producer get a microphone? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. All right, Collins for second inning at work. Dalton Turner up to the dish. He's 1 for 2. And
Whoa!
a little fall there for Collins. Good thing nobody's on base, or that's a balk.
Oh, that's
Do you
awesome.
want me to give a hint? I can give his initials.
Yeah, go ahead. Give it an initial.
DG.
See, I know who it is.
DG.
Jerry, you know who it is. You went to school with him.
There's a pitch that's, that was a ball.
You know, Jerry went to school with every single professional baseball player.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
If are you
Back in
eligible?
the day, Jerry played baseball. Did you know that?
I did not.
Oh yeah.
If you're an employee of SRN, are you eligible? Is that
No,
almost
we're not.
Turner? Okay.
No, we're not. That's why my phone is blowing up right now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, when Easter is coming on Sunday,
Yes, sir.
and Jesus rose from a certain place, as they like to say, that could be a hint as well. 3-0 the count on Turner in this high-scoring affair here on Indiana SRN as he gets a strike to run the count to 3-1. I like the old hymn, Up from the Blank He Rose. And a walk as Turner leads off the inning with the base on balls. And boy, walks always come back to haunt you, Keith, especially when you've got Eric Sauer coming to the dish. 519 on the year, 5 doubles, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs. Well, let's see what Collins has in store for him. Big lead off of first. He called that a strike?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Nobody out. Runner on first. Collins has that straight leg, almost like in front of the plate. And down to second goes Dalton.
You got to pop up and get that
Oh,
ball.
wild pitch. Lots of wild pitches today.
Diamond is beautiful tonight.
Oh, man, look, in this sun, couldn't ask for a better day for baseball. Up and in for ball 2. 2-1 the count on Sauer. Nobody out, runner on second. And again, it has just, Andy's going to have to fill those trenches on the base paths. From all the runners, that almost hit him. 3-1. It looks like, Keith, if I'm not mistaken, Hensley is now at first base. And Brackett looks like he's at second. Am I not mistaken, or is that still bad for?
No.
Brackett's at third.
Yep.
Wonder where Moran is. Got a strike there. Runs the count full. So Brackett's at third. Hensley's at first. Payoff pitch here. Ripped into right field, and that's trouble. Oh, diving play. Couldn't quite get it to Replogle. He's out in right field. That's going to drive in a run. And on his way to third is Sauer as he has an RBI triple. And it's 10-9. Whew. That was a rip. Boy, great job there by the Replogle, who's out in right field now.
You know, we got Jerry on the mic here. Jerry, this is the first time you've been out here. What do you think of the stadium?
You know, I was over here yesterday trying to do a little setup and scouting as to camera angles, and you know, there was, like we said earlier, there's 4 inches of water in the home field dugout, and the sump pump had stopped working. There was water under field on the between second and third base, and then he said, "No sweat, no worries." Well, one of the things he told me was kind of interesting. This field was only about 50% grass. Last year they had a turf disease, and he was able to seed this thing in September, and that's why it looks so great today.
He knows his stuff, I'm telling you. First pitch, strike to Jason Lewis. He's 1 for 2.
I just like the ivory.
On the single and run score. Hensley at first. Barnett is in left, who pinch hit for Gossel. Replogle moved from left to right. There you go.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Okay.
So 0-2 the count on Lewis. Nobody out. Runner on third. 1-run ball game. Nice pitch by Collins there for the strikeout. That's the first out, and that'll bring up Ethan Bishop. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored and an RBI.
As we still have Jerry with us. Jerry, a great year for Indiana SRN, not only for all the sports, but our spring sports. A few games here and there. Back here next Tuesday, then the city championships. You're looking forward to all those things.
Squeeze! Oh, he missed it. They got him in a rundown now.
He's out.
As they'll throw it. You got to run him as far as you can. Try to get him. They're going to call interference. They got him out. I thought they were pointing at him for interference, but they got him in the rundown on a sacrifice. Jeepers creepers. We're going to go. Let's see if we can get this right now. I believe it was 2-5 to 1 to.
Off you.
Yeah. 2 out, or first out.
Yeah.
or excuse me, 2 outs now.
You know what we call that in Little League? Pickle.
Pickle, like the Sandlot. Love that movie. So now nobody on, and a ball to Bishop.
Ran you out of an inning, actually.
He had a chance for another run. It's 10-10.
Go for 2.
Oh, I thought it was 10-9, but well, that's way outside. That run did not score, so I don't know why they put the 10 spot up there for Heritage. 2-1 the count. A little high, 3-1. Baseball players like to talk. If you can catch that up on that, if you can catch that on that field mic.
Yeah.
Oh, they love to chatter. Whereas I was never much of a talker when I played. As there's a walk. As Bishop goes down to first.
That's the senior
Yes.
leadership you want, though.
Yes.
I mean,
Ambrose coming to the plate. He walked and scored in the third and flew out in the first. As now there's still 2 outs, runner on first. All right. See what Collins has here. Pretty good lead by Bishop. Throw over to first. Oh, it gets by Hensley. He had it, but it came out of his glove when he went to make the tag. And over to second goes Bishop. We're going to go who? Pitcher? Pitcher. It is 10-9.
10-9.
We're going to go E3 on that one. So now you got 2 down and a runner in scoring position. So a base hit from Ambrose could tie the ball game after the missed squeeze attempt tried to earlier. Oh, both of you flinched on that one.
Hey, or you a quarter. Man,
I
that's
love
scary.
it.
Wasn't that scary? Jerry's just biting his tongue. You know, Rick McIntyre, he moved too.
Did he move?
Yeah.
Good off-speed pitch, just a bit outside though. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, that's right.
The boom mic there, I had you covered.
Yeah,
Jerry.
that camera he's only got is maybe $2 or $3. I mean, he gets at Walmart.
Yeah.
It's disposable.
He can replace that easy. Looking for a big knock here from Ambrose. Popped out of play. Behind us to the left. That's going to be in the yard. Nope. All right. 1-2 the count. Alex had that one all the way. Totally. So you can see over there, Keith, you know, which one's the older one.
Yes.
Who's a sports fan and who's not. Oh. 1-2 the count on Ambrose. Long look from Collins, steps off.
Ambrose about 6'2".
Oh, it might be taller than that. Is Bishop taking a big lead off a second, trying to throw Collins off of his rhythm. He's doing a good job of it.
Girls softball team is at home tonight at Covenant Christian.
Way outside. Nice snag there by Moran. And the count even at 2. Once again, trivia question. What Reds closer 15 years ago gave up back-to-back home runs? Sammy Sosa and Moises Alou for a 10-9 win for the Cubs. Initials are DG. Outside runs the count. Oh, did I miss one? I thought that run the count full. It did. Ambrose was wrong. Okay. 3-2 is the count, and he needs his bat back. Kind of need a weapon at the plate. Again, at Indian SRN, hashtag Aspen Creek Trivia. We'll have trivia every 4th inning of every baseball game we do. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. Backwards K to end the inning. Big out there for Collins. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 left on base at the end of 3.5. 10-9 Covenant come back on Indian SRN.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Back here at Warrior Park, it's the bottom of the fourth, the Aspen Creek Grill fourth. 10-9 Covenant Christian, as you've got 6, 7, and 8 coming to the plate for the Warriors in this high-scoring affair. And honestly, not really what we expected, Keith.
No, we just thought this was going to be maybe a 3-2 game, but it's far from that.
Far from that, for sure, as second inning of work for Zane Barnett of the Eagles, as Blaine Bradford comes to the plate for Covenant Christian. He is 0 for 2. Needs to get off the schneid here with a base knock. I think he might be the only starter who has not gotten on base yet.
Other games going on tonight. Southwestern of Shelby has beaten New Washington 16-6. That just went final. Rossville and Sheridan. Rossville wins 7-0. Pioneer and Caston. Pioneer wins 5-2. Get more scores here in just a second.
A little bit low for ball one to Bradford.
How about this? Tri-County beat West Central 26-0.
Ooh.
And Eastern Hancock, a Tri no-hitter, wins 13-3.
A no-hitter, but they scored 3 runs?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a lot of walks.
Yep.
Inside for ball 2.
Seeger beat Fountain Central 12-1. And Jimtown just beat Bishop Lourdes 12-2.
Jimtown. Inside for ball 3. 3-0 the count. Lead off. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Moreau Central wins again. They're ranked in 2A. They won 4-1 over Union County.
Union County Raiders, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. Park Tudor Speedway is tied at 0 in the third.
Lead-off walk for Bradford.
Our good friend John Brush watched this ball game as West Vigo beat Northview 4-0.
Trey Raplogle coming to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
We want to welcome our good friend John Brush to Indiana SRN.
Yeah. So runner at first, nobody out. Good off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Can we make that major announcement, or do we need to wait? We can wait.
We can wait.
We can tease.
Ah, the big tease. Yeah, don't forget the Sports Zone on Thursday, starting in May. The runner takes off. No throw. I think he called it a ball as well.
Sports Zone, May 2nd. Kicking it off, 5 o'clock in the evening. Is that right? 5 to 6:30? Was it 5:30 to 7?
I thought it was 5:30 to 7.
Maybe it's 5:30 to 7.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Steve will probably text you now since he's the one watching and let you know. So, runner in scoring position now is Bradford with the stolen base. Raplogle at the plate. Looking to add some insurance here. Another nice off-speed pitch by Barnett for strike 2. 10-9-1 for Covenant, 9-8-0 for Heritage here in the bottom of the fourth. We still got 3 more to go.
1 hour and 46 minutes by our official timer.
He's off on his way to third. Swing and miss. Throw down is off, and it's going to be E2, and another run scores. So 2 stolen bases. E2. He did offer at that pitch, so he is out. And Coleman is now at the plate. Coleman pinch hit for Gossel in the third. Got a base knock and scored. So it's now 11-9. Ooh, up and in. One and oh the count. There's a rip.
Oh, he lost it in the
He's lost it again. He can't find it at all. And the Sun is going to allow him for a double. Is he going to try for third? No. But that is a double. Well, that's a tough Sun field.
Man, he lost it right away. Could not pick it up.
I did too.
That's a tough play.
And that'll bring up Nick Wilson. As we'll see here. Wilson at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with the walk and a run scored.
Trying to get a softball score for you.
I got you. Okay. Low for ball 1.
New trainer for Covenant Christian, Caitlin Hassan. And now we got the switcheroo. High fives.
Yep.
Right field goes to left field goes to right. That's happened to me a couple times in Little League Baseball. The next move is you go back in, you don't come back out.
You go to the bench?
Yeah, I did a lot at Little League.
I won't say anything.
Have we mentioned our sponsor this inning?
What was that? It's still the 4th inning.
Oh,
Keith.
it is, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, he's on his way to third. They got him picked off. And he's going to get in a rundown now. As Barnett, he's quick. Looking for some help here. And he's still going. And they finally get him in a rundown. And I'm not even going to begin to. Not even going to begin to try and tell you what that one was. You can figure that one out. It was 1 to 5 to something.
1 to 5, 5 to 6, and that's it.
1, 5, 4, 6, something.
1 made the out, right?
No, I think it was the second baseman actually that tagged him.
Okay.
So there's 2 outs, nobody on. Nick Wilson still at the plate.
That's 2 tonight.
Yeah. High. Makes it 2-0. I think each team has scored in every inning so far, Keith.
I
They
think
have.
you're right, yep.
That one's high as well. Runs the count 3-0. Boy, if you're Brennan Moran and you get to hit 4 times in 4 innings, you gotta love that. Well, we'll see what happens here with the count 3-0. And he walks. So Moran does get a shot. He is 3 for 3 with 3 singles, 2 runs, and an RBI. That's a pretty good day. And it's not even half over. He's got a lot of work left to do. 11-9 here in the bottom of the 4th. Good pitch there for a strike. And Zane Barnett took over for Jason Lewis last inning. Both pitchers lasted 2 innings as they both gave up numerous runs, as you can see by all those crooked numbers on the scoreboard. Ball and a stolen base for Nick Wilson. Now he's in scoring position.
Both of these teams are in Class 2 in baseball. They are in opposite sectionals. Heritage Christian hosts their own sectional. Covenant Christian goes to Speedway. Enrollment, Covenant Christian at 365. Heritage Christian at 463.
Way outside, nice pick behind the plate by Sauer. Saves another base. 2-1 now the count on Moran.
As we talked about earlier, they're both in the Circle City Conference.
That's becoming an excellent. It's only his 3rd year, I think. 3rd, 4th year.
For Heritage, it's their 3rd. For
a great sports conference. There's a rip right through the wicket, or through the hole there. Is he going to send him? Yes, he is. Are we going to have a play at the plate? It's going to be close. He scores, It is a single for Moran. He is 4 for 4. Another RBI, advances to second on the throw as Wilson scores, and it's 12-9. Goodness. Have yourself a day, Brennan Moran.
Must be the hot dogs he ate before the game.
It could be. Brackett's up. He's only 2 for 3. Or excuse me, he's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. He had a sacrifice fly his last at bat in the third.
Thanks to our good friends at Heritage Christian. At halftime of lacrosse, Heritage Christian leads Brownsburg. Brownsburg, very good lacrosse team. Heritage
Yes.
Christian, excellent. 4-3.
Who almost hit him. You got any answers to the Aspen Creek Girl Trivia question yet?
None so
No
far.
responses.
No
My
response.
At Indian SRN, Aspen Creek, hashtag Aspen Creek Trivia.
Your favorite fan is not even listening or even responding to that.
Yeah, well, he's also an employee, so.
That's
Oh, yeah, no, I'm talking about she's an employee, so. Again, initials DG, the closer for the Reds. 15 years ago today, gave up back-to-back home runs to Sosa and Alou. Shh. But what's the first name? Daryl. No.
Dwight.
Stop. All right. Pitch outside 2-0.
He's no longer playing. I know that.
That is correct. That is correct.
And he played for Montreal after the Reds.
Did he?
Yeah,
I'd have to look him up to see.
I think that's correct.
I think he was a starter and then became a closer for the Reds. 3-0. Oh, back pick to second base. But he does get back in time, does Moran. As 3-0 the count on Brackett. Darian Pugh on deck. He's only 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Top of the order doing damage for Covenant as there's a strike, 3-1. 12-9 your score. We're only in the bottom of the fourth.
Sunset at 8:29 tonight.
Oh, we'll be done by then.
Okay.
We have to be.
We have to close up the shop.
There's a rip. Is that going to get through the hole? That's a tough play. That's going to be a base hit. That was going to be a tough play to get him out. So Brackett now. Moran on third, Brackett on first, and Pugh up to the plate. Again, Pugh 2 for 2. Those balls that are hit deep into short, that's a tough play for a high schooler to make. Unless you're en route to be drafted, that's going to be a tough play for anyone to make, especially with the speed of Brackett.
Well, they play so deep, though.
Yeah, they do. Of course, I mean, also the technology of the bats now, Keith, is otherworldly compared to when we were playing.
Let's go back to wooden bats.
That's too costly.
I know.
Although the BB core technology is better than those rocket launchers they used to have.
Graphite.
Man, oh man, and boy, if he pulls one down the left field line or right field line,
He could run for days.
he will have an inside the park home run with his speed. As they are playing, he's gone opposite way, literally all night long. If he turns and burns on one. Nope, he goes opposite way, but he's going to drive in a run. Brackett's going to go to third. He's going to go to second. And the ball kind of takes a dive, but no run. Another run scores. Moran does score on the double. My goodness, have another day, Darian Pugh.
Can the scoreboard go that high?
I think it can't go triple digits, so I don't think we're in jeopardy of that, I think. I hope. As it's a 3 spot again this inning for Covenant Christian. Hensley to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and an RBI.
Four runs in the first, 4 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 so far in the fourth.
High for ball 1, and Hensley's got 2 more ducks on the pond out there right now.
With Heritage 3, 2, 3, and 1.
Yes.
Good lottery numbers right there.
If you win, you give us half the money. Outside, 2-0. And it is 2-0. Outside, nice block by Sowers, makes it 3-0. Walk here loads the bases for Cam Collins. He's 2 for 3 with some RBIs. Down the third baseline to Crawford. Tough throw over to first. Got to pick it. Can't do it. Hensley's going to go to second. And they could get 2 runs here. He throws it to second instead of throwing it home. And 2 runs score on the error by Crawford.
Busted wide open now.
Yes.
Anything can happen, though, in high school baseball.
I hope my pen doesn't run out of ink.
I got an extra pin here.
Oh, thank you. You stopped keeping score.
I did. My scratches, I've lost count.
That makes sense. Boy, 5 spot here. Crawford's up as he's the 9th hitter this inning for Covenant. No RBIs for Hensley on that since this was an error. It's kind of a shame. There's a rip, but they're playing deep, and no. That's going to be a double, and Covenant is hitting the cover off the ball tonight as that run scores on the double by Collins.
Dan Ambrose now taking the freshman out of the ball game as he's calling out a reliever. Looks like he's bringing a center fielder out.
We'll take a break. We'll be back after this pitching change on Indiana SRN.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
And we're back. Schultz now in from center field to pitch for Covenant Christian as a huge 6 spot here for Covenant Christian. 16-9 here in the bottom of the 4th.
You ready for this? It was 4-3 at the end of 1.
It was.
It was 8-5 at the end of 2. Right?
10-8, yeah.
10-8. Now it's 16-9.
16-9.
Dear, if you're listening, pizza's fine. About 9 o'clock tonight, it's just fine.
So we'll try and get you some more changes here. See who goes where. But
while we got this moment, we want to thank Michelle York, Dan Ambrose, Andy Gossel, and Dave Piper, the athletic directors and coaches of both of these schools, for allowing us to do what we're doing tonight. As it looks like we have a winter jacket just appeared.
You guys.
Are you good now?
It's beautiful weather.
You wore shorts today.
I did.
Craziness. You were just crazy.
Bradford with his second at-bat of the inning. He walked and scored after he led off the inning. And
we got a mini
yes, we do.
Scorekeeper.
The announcer here. Got a runner at second. Well, if they can get a few more here without getting an out, we could 10-run here. Nice pick by Sowers. throws down, and it goes into center field. And, oh, he almost went to third, and the center fielder dropped it. We got a pinch runner for Collins, I believe.
Mr. Gosso just informed him if he got thrown out, that would not have been a smart move for him.
Yeah. He doesn't pull punches.
No.
Strike call on Bradford, evens the count at 1. He walked and stole 2 bases, scored on an error earlier in the inning. Getting a 6th spot here for Covenant. There's a good pitch for a strike.
Almost looked like a knuckleball.
Yeah. You got to have lots of kids that can pitch at the high school level when you get games
until
like this.
you get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then you only need maybe 2.
Try and ride those big arms.
Yep.
That one's out of play, or behind, and off to third is
You've been
Collins.
watching some of the city baseball teams and some of the scores.
I have not been able to pay attention to it, no.
City tournament coming up.
The
I
draw,
know,
though, is going to be interesting.
I know Cathedral's pretty good again this year. Heritage Christian, of course, this Covenant Ball Club. Cardinal Ritter's playing very, very well. Chittard's played well.
Struck him out to end the inning. But you got 6 runs on 5 hits, couple of errors, 1 left on base, and at the end of 4, it's 16-9. Covenant Christian come back for the 5th inning on Indiana SRN.
Greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Back at Warrior Park, it is the top of the 5th here as the home-standing Covenant Christian Warriors lead the Heritage Christian Eagles 16-9. It's a Circle City Conference matchup. Keith, what do those standings look like as we stand now?
As we speak now, Guerin Catholic 4-0, Roncalli 2-0, Chittard is 2-2, Covenant Christian is 1-3, Barbuff is 1-3, and Heritage Christian is 0-2 as we speak now.
Asher Thompson, the 8th place hitter, set to lead off for the Eagles. It is the Piper Logistics 5th inning. Off-speed pitch, took something off it, got the called strike. Piper Logistics is a privately held company, 317-396-1023.
Talked to our friend Greg the other day. Knew that we were going to be out here tonight.
Fastball gets the grounder to third, over to first, and that is the first out of the inning. Nice play there by Brackett.
You know, we talked about the City Alliance. The City Alliance tournament starts in a couple weeks on the 29th with the championship games being played in May.
Gavin Crawford to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the evening. A low and outside for ball 1. Back to the screen.
Championship game is May 10th.
City Alliance?
Yep.
And the Circle City Conference has a championship game, does it not?
Yep, the 17th.
Where's that at?
That is at Roncalli. We'll be there for the girls.
Oh, very nice.
Championship game.
Want to know the count on Crawford, 16-9. It is a 10-run rule after 5, if you're curious, as that pitch is a strike.
Oh, now you just jinxed it.
What?
You just jinxed it.
I have to inform, Keith. My job is to inform.
Well, why don't you inform us what the trivia question answer was?
I thought it was the bottom of the 5th.
Well, some of our listeners are so excited, and they're on the edge of their seats to find out.
What happens to the gift certificate if nobody gets the answer right?
Well, it goes back into play for next week.
Oh, okay.
We'll be here next Tuesday.
Outside.
Are you here next Tuesday, by the way?
I
are
don't
you
know.
You
haven't asked me yet.
Did you draw the next? Well, you're welcome if you like to.
You have to ask the wife over there.
Okay.
Well, after this batter, ground ball to bracket
Ate
again.
it up.
Over to third. 5-3.
Tell you,
for
bro.
the second.
Is that this nice and smooth bracket? It's just.
It is. The relief pitcher was Danny Graves. That was the closer for the Reds.
Danny Graves.
Danny Graves. Yes.
Okay, I have one for you.
Okay.
Hank Aaron broke the record.
Yes.
7:16.
7:15.
15. Yes. They celebrated the anniversary last week. It happened last week.
Correct.
Okay. We all know we all know the guy that threw the ball, right?
Correct.
Okay. Where'd he end up playing at the end of the year?
Wait, so you're asking me, hang on, is that
Al
pitch
Downing.
Al Downing, that's correct.
Gave up the home run.
That's correct. Ball
Where
one.
did he end up playing at the end of the year?
So he's with the Dodgers.
He was with the Dodgers.
Did he end up playing with the Braves?
He did.
All right. Oh, here, inside. How about this? Who caught the home run?
Oh, that was Jerry Collins.
It was Tom House.
No.
Yes. And he brought it down to Hank Aaron, and if you watch the video, popped up. Let's see who's going to get it. Bradford is there for the out.
Well, that's the first 1-2-3 inning.
It is. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll be back for the bottom of the fifth and more trivia about Hank Aaron. When we come back, you are watching Indiana SRN Circle City Conference baseball action.
Where you're always in the game.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolfert, president of the IHSAA Foundation. Lots of high school athletes here in Indiana have gone on to become collegiate All-Americans. A few of them have even turned pro. But participating in high school sports has helped virtually every high school athlete become a good American. That's because playing high school sports teaches life lessons like the importance of persistence, teamwork, tenacity, preparation, and hard work. The IHSAA Foundation was created to help high school administrators and coaches become more effective role models and teachers, emphasizing values that will help their players become better athletes, better representatives of their community, and better Americans. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Back at Warrior Park, it is the bottom of the fifth. We just had our first 1-2-3 inning. It is 16-9, Covenant Christian. 7-8-9 coming to the plate for the Warriors were Prologal, Coleman, and Wilson.
Is it still Tuesday?
It is.
Okay.
It is, yes. As we're getting shadows now, the home plate is in the shadow, and the pitcher's mound is in the light. That can cause a little bit of issue for the pitchers because you're looking, or for the hitters, you're trying to pick up the ball once they release it out of their hand. And if it's in the light, then it comes in the shadow. Sometimes you can lose the spin on it. And what it's doing is that pitch is inside for a strike. So when these issues happen, scoring does tend to go down.
Some other scorers tonight. Read them off here for you.
That one's low, evens the count at 1.
Pioneer beat Caston 5-2. Jacksonville beat Waldron 17-4. Eastern Hancock lost to Tri 13-3.
Caught the inside corner for strike 2. Replogle is 0 for 2, but he did walk and score in the third.
Hamilton Heights beat Tipton 7-5. Carmel beat Pike 17-0.
Ouch. Down low, 2-2 the count.
How about this one? Western Boone, who is ranked in 2A, is down 5-2 at Crawfordsville.
Wow. Things they say.
Roncalli beats Chittard 4-3-9.
Wow. That game's over already?
Yes.
That pitch is high and the count runs full.
And number 1 Cathedral got beat by New Pal 4-3 tonight.
Woo!
How about that?
Schultz in the second inning of work.
My wife just texted me the Jeopardy score.
He walks. Wow.
How about Beech Grove?
She's not watching?
Beech Grove wins a big one against Morovia. Oh, check that. Morovia come back and win 9-3. Beech Grove was up 3-0 late in the innings. Morovia wins 9-3.
Coleman, I need to tell my wife that score.
How about this? The Beech Grove with the new Matt English Foundation.
Oh, nice.
Has started.
And congratulations to our friend Mike Renfro.
He called me yesterday.
Now the full-time head coach. No more interim as that pitch is outside for ball 1.
He was in tears. He's quite honored.
That's pretty cool.
Indiana SRN, looking forward to working with Indiana SRN during the basketball season.
Down to third base, and boy,
ate him up.
Crawford's had a tough day. Safe at first base.
Boy, that hit him right in the chest.
He's struggled, poor kid.
That's a tough play.
It's one of those instances too, where once that first play goes south on you, man, it is a struggle to get back up. It just keeps piling on. As Nick Wilson's up, he is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice and scored twice. Runners are first and second. Back pick, but nobody's there, and it hits him. No communication there. Oh, and is Barnett going to get in here? He is going to get in. The runners advance on E2. So now you got 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out, and Wilson up at the plate.
Count 3-0.
Count is
2-2.
Huh?
I can't tell the score.
Yeah, it's 1-0 actually.
Okay. Thank you.
That was the first pitch to him.
I stand corrected.
That's all right.
My wife just wants to inform you she's multitasking.
I got the technology going. Down low for ball 2. I didn't think she'd miss a baseball game with her favorite announcer.
Well, of course, and she knew Jerry was here, so.
Well, if she needs to know, she's my.
I know.
My wife isn't listening because she's here, so Debbie's my favorite listener.
Okay.
Inside, boy, you want him to swing.
All I know is next week's calendar is marked that Keith is gone, but it also says, but Jerry's going to be there and so will Sean. So
3-0 the count. A walk here would load the bases for the leadoff hitter, Brendan Moran, who, by the way, is 4 for 4. Got the strike. Good pitch.
I take again here.
For sure. But you're also looking for a nice, fast, juicy fastball. It wasn't a fastball, but he swung at it, and that runs the count full.
Was that ball lodged in the catcher's glove?
I think he was deacon.
Oh, okay. Fooled me.
Full count now. Schultz, the second inning of work. Payoff pitch here. Big pitch. Rung him up looking.
Cha-ching. First one of the night.
Big first out there. And that'll bring up Moran, who, again, 4 for 4. I've got him for 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored.
That's a K backwards.
That's correct. For those of you who don't understand, if you strike out looking, you put a backwards K in the scorebook. If you swing, it's a correct K.
And you used to run laps.
Ooh, that was way outside. Nice play by Sowers. 1-0 the count. 2 runners in scoring position. Moran and Brackett and possibly Pugh coming up. And they have got a lot of hits and a lot of runs scored. They've scored 9 runs between the 3 of them. That's up 2-0 the count. Let's see. Between the top 3 hitters for Covenant, 10 hits, 9 runs, 8 RBIs. That's a pretty good day. Oh, he had a pitch he wanted, couldn't handle it. 2-1 the count.
That's when you need that chest protector because they'll come right back to you.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the umpire right
what,
there.
Did you see there was a pitch last night that you Darvish threw? 99, it hit the batter in his thigh and then caught the ump in his shoulder. Knocked both of them off their feet.
How about that?
Off-speed pitch out in front of it. Evens the count at 2. Schultz is making some good pitches here after a couple of issues early with the first 2 hitters. 2-2 the count here. Breaking ball, fouled it off out of play again.
Tell you what, good hitter.
Yep.
Elbows up.
He's seen a lot of pitches today too. Still 2-2 the count. Big gap in right center and down the right field line. Chopper over the pitcher's head. Slips and falls at second base, and he gets him at first. Boy, Moran kind of looked like he slowed down there. 2 outs, but a run does score. Replogle scores. Coleman goes to third. It's 17-9, and Brackett comes to the plate. He is 3 for 3 with a couple RBIs and 3 runs scored. Outfield still playing him to pull. Chopper foul down the third base line.
Oh, nice play by the short and third baseman coach. How about that? See, Gossel would never made that play.
Nah, he'd have let it go.
Yep.
He made a big timed it.
He would have booted it.
That's why you let it go, so you don't boot it. Nice off-speed pitch, just served it into center field. Good piece of hitting there. That brings in Coleman. And nothing like a 4 for 4 day for your top 2 hitters in the order. Another RBI, and that'll bring up Pugh, who, by the way, is 3 for 3 with a walk and 3 runs scored.
Brings it 18-9, is that right?
Yes, 4 RBIs for Pugh. Big hit here, scores a run, and we are done. Because that would be a 10-run rule. Don't say I jinxed it. I'm just informing the people. Got him.
Hit him.
Although with the day you're having, I don't know why you'd want to get that hit by pitch. Keep swinging the stick. That'll bring up Hensley.
He's had a pretty good day.
He got hit by pitch, got an RBI in the third, got on an error and scored in the fourth.
He's pretty dirty today, playing first base.
Yes, was the DH, came into play first at the first pitching change. Good pitch for a strike. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, 18-9 here for Covenant Christian. Foul, out of play. 0-2 now the count. Cam Collins on deck, who's also had a great day. 3 for 4.
Imagine they put lights on this thing. How beautiful this
Oh,
would be.
man. Yes. Way outside. Trying to go down to third. And that could end the ball game as it's an error on the catcher. And Brackett scores. Brackett steals third. E2. And that, folks, is your ball game. 19-9. We will come back with the post-game show. The McIntyre Imaging and Corn Homes post-game show here on Indiana SRN, where you are always in the game.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Back here at Warrior Park, your final score, 19-9, 10-run rule after 5 innings. Covenant Christian just absolutely smoked the ball all over the field today. They took down the numbers already, but looking at the hits, they had double-digit hits, Keith. They had sacrifice flies, hit by pitches. I mean, the top of the order for them, Moran, Brackett, and Pugh, scored 10 runs, had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits, and had most of their RBIs, as these schools always tend to do. they pray afterwards around the batter's circle. But great game for Covenant. They needed that win. Heritage still looking to get off the schneid in conference play.
Yep. Next time of this series is Thursday night, 5:30 at Heritage Christian. I would encourage you to go out there and catch that ball game. Indiana SRN will not be there. I think I'm going to go out and catch the game. I love to go watch the games at Heritage Christian. That's the next game that these two teams will play on Thursday night. Good job by the guys in the booth and also in the truck tonight. Good job by Jerry, and I appreciate all of our fans listening and tagging on tonight.
Covenant moves to 4-5 on the year. Heritage goes to 7-5 on the year in Circle City play. Once again, for Jerry Collins, for Keith Myers, and for
Riley
Thomason. I'm going to get that name eventually. For Riley Thomason. Hey, Dad, I love you. Can't wait to see you again. This was for you. I'm Sean Crawl, your final scorer from Warrior Park. Covenant Christian 19, Heritage Christian 9. You've been watching baseball on Indiana SRN.